Hey guys, it's Mo in the deep end, and we have Salvador. Let me
Hey,
edit our layout a little bit. I was on top of it. Y'all, I tried. I followed David's thing, and I will show you what I did because I am all the genius, if you will. Yeah, I definitely tried. I spent most of my time off trying to work on this whole thing. So, I worked on a layout, and you wanna know what I did?
what?
This.
Wow, brilliant.
I am, in fact, a genius of being able to cock up things on the computer. So I saved the video so that Mr. Mo can look at it and assist because I'm sure I've done something. I got the checkers in the background. I thought it was transparent. I don't know what the hell's
I
going
think that
on.
is transparent.
It is in theory supposed to be.
Oh God, when I was first doing memes, first video program I trying to remove the green screen, it just would not work, and it just
Yeah. So we are doing the afternoon session of, oh gosh, what's his name? Wild Bill Zelenski.
Zelensky.
This Yes. So this is a lighter, I mean, I know it's murder and everything, but this is sort of a lighter trial, because we're doing Delphi, Baker's doing, oh gosh, Harmony, and I sped through that one and I was like, "Oh, for the love of all that is holy." Some people, we took warning labels off too early, I think.
Yeah,
Listen. But then again, I made a transparency that isn't too transparent, so it is what it is today.
very true.
Nice to see you all. So we are gonna jump right in. It looks like yeah, it looks like it's not that very long, so I don't know if they had a break
Hmm,
or the prosecution, like, done left something somewhere else. Yeah,
That's good.
it is full North, Florida.
Prosecution should almost be done. I'm thinking. There's not.
That's it. I want a bunker. Look, y'all, I've been to my HOA and they said no she shed. They said no ish barn. They even blocked the see you next Tuesday corral. I'm about to lose my shoot.
Well, can you
I'm
go
gonna get a
below ground?
probably not.
Yeah,
My husband would notice if I was starting to dig a hole and one of the kids would fall and break their ankle. So
of course.
that's out for now. Um, but possibly a chain lock on my door is what we're gonna do.
From the inside.
Yes. I it's like you sit down with all of them after making dinner and you're like, "Guys, when my door is shut, that means I am doing something, so I need you to not burst in." My youngest is like, "Rules don't apply to me. You must be talking to someone else here because Imma do what Imma do." So let's see. Today, have you been able to see any of today?
Yeah, I watched a couple hours today.
So it seems like the state, much like the Travis Rudolph case, only without the belligerent asshole attitude, is continuing to kind of prove the defense's point
It
about
se- it seemed like a slam dunk, but I don't know. They're just not.
yeah,
I don't know if it's the
well,
defense or the state that's.
it's like the defense is on top of it and the state is like, "Didn't we have another week to turn in this report?"
Yeah,
And if you saw the lady prosecutor, I think the judge told her not to wave around the pistol or the fake gun anymore because she cited everyone in the room. I was like, for the
she learned from Boehner.
yeah, pretty much. I was like, are you guys statutorily required to cite everyone in trials? I
Yeah,
just need to know these things. And then the last guy was the DNA rub and touch and pressure, and I was just
that was
like,
the last thing I saw. Yeah,
oh my gosh. I was like,
2
That
minutes
you guys
of
are
rubbing and touching and getting DNA all over the place. And
I know, and I'm trying to be good a little bit, and he was just I was like, y'all, we're all degenerates. Please help me."
imagine us on the jury. I mean, how would you not laugh?
Oh my god, we'd be lying in the
On the
aisle,
ground.
and Jodi Arias trial, they'd be like, "Ma'am, this is a serious case." "Yeah, but the diagram makes a dong. That's hilarious. I don't care who you are. That's hilarious." Yes, please go and, smash or lick the like. I mean, I love the
Or grab the
prosecution.
like or pull the like or
I love how the prosecution was like, "Well, if he was yelling really loud, could get the DNA on there?" I was like, "Ma'am." And then and I was like, "If he was licking the two double-barreled shotgun, we have more issues than,
well,
you
could
know."
semen be on the double-barreled shotgun?
I felt like she was gonna go there, and I was gonna be like, "Come on, ma'am." I will say that the defense is demonstrative of the toy gun with the different electrical tape really made it well, it made it more
Yeah,
clear to me where, where Riley was holding the weapon. It made much more sense than whatever the prosecutor was trying to do with this whole, like, "If I have my arm out," and
yeah.
I was like, "Have you ever been in a f" well, I mean, she hasn't been in a f that's a whole 'nother case, I hope. I need some woman to go nuts at a pure romance party. Just make my day because I need to see, like, assault with anatomical anatomically correct item.
You are released, sir. Thank you.
I wonder how many lizards he sold to pay for this defense.
I don't know, but okay, so we're gonna stop right here. I made a bet that this man knows Klingon and Ferengi.
And does Lord of the Rings cosplay on the weekends.
Here, let me switch over to here.
Yes.
Hey, I would like to for David, let me just say, he does not I
Jamie, not
tried an
Jess.
overlay. I tried it. And you wanna know what I got, Jamie?
What?
This is what I got. I give up, y'all. I worked, like, for an hour and a half, and I was
Rem-
like, "I got the check boxes. It's gonna be transparent." I was
Send
like,
me the
"No,
picture. I'll remove the background for you.
you're a saint." Also, the high school still says that, I can't, like, adopt a couple of the AV kids, teach them about real life, how to, like, do a checkbook and cook a meatloaf and do laundry, and then they're
Pretty
my, editors for
pretty soon they're
free.
gonna like say you can't go within 50 yards.
The high school.
I don't have a van yet.
Really, with 6 kids?
Well, we have the 10-passenger van, but it's
Oh,
bright
okay.
red. It's not like well,
White.
people seem to not notice me driving.
Objection.
Oh shit.
Exhibit 39 and 40 are received.
And this
Oh, you
was
shook
our
the
Kevin.
prosecutor's hand? Boy.
Well, I mean, he's a sweet little guy. He was just having
Wants to
a
get a little
minute.
something.
Possibly. I think he said he had to get in at 8. I had to show that I was an idiot savant because I can't remember what time zone I'm in because Indiana for the longest time was like, "F you all, we ain't doing this Central."
You're Eastern.
Well, that's what Jamie had to tell me because I've always thought I was Central. It is June, so coming out as
Arizona is
Eastern.
superior. We've just never daylight savings time.
Yeah, I work with a lot of people from Arizona, and they're like, "We don't have daylight savings." I'm like, "Oh,
Haha.
yeah."
I know, I wish I were, we would just stop
Road
'cause
doctor.
some days look, y'all, I had to stare at this man's horrible hairpiece for
He,
all the daggone day.
he pays $40 every time
That
he goes to
works.
Fry's to borrow the machine and use it. Just has somebody hold it
I
up over his head.
it looks off I'm sure if he did something just with his one hair, it'd at least look better.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's see how
Worst comb over I ever saw was in the Michael Barazone trial. I need to find that picture.
Yeah, I want to see.
Oh, it was awful. He looked like a troll under the bridge.
Oh, for the love of all that is holy. So our local regional sort of double A, oh, had to stream. David,
Hey,
I would
Hello,
like to say
hello.
that I worked on an overlay.
Did
she
you?
worked very hard.
Well, I think you
If-
forgot something there.
Well,
And that would be to
probably-
remove no background. You can't have the background.
But I put transparent background. It had all the checker box.
Theoretically, it should be transparent, but
In theory,
Would you
I
do it
did
on
all the
Canva or
Canva. Look,
I just use remove.bg. It's amazing.
I will have to when I'm not. Look, today we had wasp sting on the foot because son refused to wear shoes. Testicles of fury because he continues to play with the hose and say
Still?
it's. I think he does it because he knows I'm gonna yell at him. And then we had the other one give the other one a wet willy while they were playing with or getting the kettle ready for ramen noodles. And I'm just like, y'all, I'm gonna start day drinking. David, this is
sound
our
fun.
judge with
Wanna
the
hear?
lovely hairpiece.
I remember him from watching your stream earlier.
I feel like the
hair is
follic-
beautiful.
I feel like they're going to start like moving around on their own.
That follow
Just like
the
a
hair.
Medusa. Yeah, just like a Medusa. The snakes are going to start coming out of his head.
So
You ever
so
see
Luna-
Get Shorty?
No.
Is it Get Shorty? Yeah, I think it's Get Shorty. There's two movies with John Travolta. One of them has this Russian mafia guy that takes out a hit on one of his buddies. And every time he fires this gun, it's so big, it blows his hair back. I feel like that's what's going to
Oh
happen.
my God, stop.
Oh gosh, what was I going to say now? I don't remember, but yeah, so this judge is interesting. You have lead prosecutor who keeps giving people the wrong things. So, yeah, it's all good, and we had the jury who wanted to start deliberating halfway through the first witness. They were so bored.
That's never a good sign.
It's been a bang up trial. Oh, Indigo Luna called it a wallaby. We figured that's where the wallaby went.
Can we deliberate yet?
Look, it's shaved on the side too. It's got to be a piece, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be the worst one. He probably spent like $800 for real human hair.
Oh boy.
All right, and this
Look
is
at
at
his nose.
1.25. Or wait, is it one? Yeah,
Why is it
okay.
quiet? Is it just because they're not in front of the mic?
Yeah,
Oh.
they're all like Mike Linda.
Could you state your name and spell your last name?
He looks
for the
way
record?
too excited to be
Paul
there.
Benzwell, BENZSCHAWEL,
I saw my first lizard.
And how are you currently employed?
police officer.
Why does he look out of
with,
breath?
What
Well, he's just
City
very
of Wapaka.
excited to be there. He's
and
super
Yes.
excited.
Have you been?
He wants to
employed
talk
as-
about the lizard he saw.
I started with the city of Wapaka in 2011. I've been a certified law enforcement officer since 2007.
In regards to this case,
Okay, sir, can you stop blinking?
what role did you serve?
Look,
for the
I
police
think he took a nose
It's just
clam
a-
bump.
cell phone.
Yeah.
He took
He's a
a
whole
pit,
lot
s-
department?
fidgety.
And,
he took a pit stop into the evidence locker.
is that something that
He was
is
like,
part of
y'all,
your,
I've seen this trial.
going into your
Just
training?
blinking,
At that time.
fidgeting.
How long ago was that?
I received training in 2018, I believe.
I think we need this guy on 0.75 speed.
Could you explain?
I don't think we'd understand him. He'd be Ben Shapiro fast.
Yeah,
Sure. So when we have a cell phone that we're looking for,
that sounds like Ben Shapiro on
we're able to
Adderall.
review the contents of it. We're able to utilize a program called Celebrate, and it'll parse the data off that phone for us to easily look at it versus manually grabbing the phone.
Well, let me just make
And he's still a
True.
creep.
First of all, Celebrate. That's the name of
Good
the
Lord.
Look, y'all,
Correct.
this family
And
tree
is-
doesn't
is
so
that
much
a-
fork as it
Would you
circles.
say that's sort of the industry standard, or is one of them for doing
Yes.
these sorts of extractions?
Yes. The Celebrate's
Looks
a
like
company
Donald
based off
Pleasance's son with a
of,
beard.
called UFED.
Yeah,
So
someone said
we'll
if
defer to
Bill
Celebrate,
Barr
but
and
that it does
the
have a different
Iron,
specific name to software itself.
some
She?
wrestling guy, No, not chic.
And,
Something else.
you
Thunderclap.
said
I
it
don't.
allows you to parse the data.
Clothes?
What is that?
Yeah, it categorizes the data on the phone. It'll kind of break it down into call logs.
Looks like me when I first came on stream because I didn't want to be late and gay.
Internet history. It's all dependent on the type of phone. And then,
I'm here working for the betterment of Mo's stream. I sent you a thing in a link in the private chat.
You performed one of those extractions.
Thank you.
on
Look, you
William's
guys, I
voice.
tried. I tried my very best. I just
And,
happened to have.
No, this is for
I am
sound
going
boosting,
to-
by the way.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
On the screen,
Yeah, it works
what
great.
is, marked in Exhibit 14 as
Okay.
William Zelenski cell phone extraction.
Oh, for the
report.
love of Cheetos.
So we have a
Yes,
cell phone
yeah.
extraction. That's what this guy did.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
This
Clearly, this guy isn't getting any of the Ukraine money.
there's a couple different ways you can view these extractions. Is that correct?
It's not related to Zelensky, is he?
And one of them is a PDF file,
yes.
and that's what this is.
Yes.
Oh,
And,
Cellbrite. I've seen these. Thousands of pages.
Really?
Do you need me to enlarge it, or can you see the writing from there?
I'd be scared to see my phones.
Yeah, I
I can
know.
try to make it work.
I don't need anyone to tell me what I have on my phone.
I have to spend my lawyer 50 hours to just go through my memes.
You're right.
What? So here, under where it says examiner name, Benchwell, number 44. Is that your?
Yeah, that was my badge number at the time.
Okay.
At the time,
He's got a promotion.
does the badge number
What
change?
specific part of this report would help you to identify it as being from?
Some departments, the badge number actually signifies your rank.
Okay.
If you can scroll up to the top.
Now go down. Come on. You're almost there.
There's usually a spot that'll say
We did.
Thank you.
what phone it came from.
The Church of Mo.
I know.
top
We're on
of it,
someone
you
else's
just
stream and they're like,
go-
who's that? We're like, you just got to go see her. She's
In
great.
fact, even if you go back to,
Thank you, guys. I'm working on the extension, David. It's written in computer, and
It's really easy. It's just like downloading an app on your phone.
That stipulation will be noted for the record.
Yeah,
Again,
but it's
David.
Mo.
you say
And
that.
just for the record as well, the reason I did not produce this in physical form is it's 256 pages.
Now I need to figure out if I have Chrome or
So
what
when
you
did
call it on this computer.
Extraction,
Probably both.
did you take all
I have the little
data?
swirly thing. Oh, for the
That's
love of
not Chrome. That's
How does that work?
I think that's
Edge?
right.
Edge,
Copy the data,
Microsoft.
or-
yeah, what
Oh.
it does is it downloads
love-
the phone.
it's- welcome to
or
Mo
extracts
Learns the
phone, and
Internet.
then you can
Speaking
generate
of rubbing and
reports,
tugging, that's Microsoft.
on the data that it parsed.
and
Y'all,
a part of,
look,
you
Mr.
mentioned
Mo
that
is
it-
going to
that
help
it
me
could
tomorrow
look for
night.
different types of
He
data,
is on
Right.
duty
But
for
it doesn't
soccer
disturb
stuff,
the data that's on
and I sent him
source
all the links. And
material,
No,
so that remains intact.
yes.
let's see.
And
It
that's,
looks like we have
pretty big
3
part of-
hours at 1.5.
An important part of
That
the process,
maths
right?
out to
So you're
maybe
not
2-ish
disturbing
hours,
or
but
storing
knowing
anything.
us
Okay.
about
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe I could last, but knowing us.
So as
We'll see.
a part of this extraction of Bill's phone, did you also recover
David, what do you feel
messages
about this tie and suit combination? This
I
is
saw- it doesn't
is
work for
all-
him, but I don't
No.
think his face works for him. I think that's the problem.
Face
Or
is
his
the
hair,
problem.
or his beard, or his nose, or his ears.
it's the problem is you're weird looking.
You're just
Yeah,
a
it's
weird
just something is off. And I was looking at his tie. If it was straighter, I think it'd be okay. I love
Phrasing.
the tie though. I'm all about loud, fun ties. I will show you guys my ties.
David's
You know
not
what?
very
If he
proud.
had eyebrows, if he got his brows just dyed just a
Something's just
little bit,
off.
he
Or
doesn't have eyebrows. He looks
If
like
he
a
did it
replicant.
like Hispanic girls, where they like draw them on.
Oh, some good old Sharpies.
Yeah, just
He
get a
just needs
Sharpie,
angry eyebrows.
like Mr. Potato Head.
Now, David, I did want to ask, so is this a judge thing where he figures out, if he wants you to stand when he's asking questions or when you're asking questions, or if you're allowed to sit? Is that a judge thing?
Yeah, that's absolutely up to the judge, and it depends on your comfort level too. Like I would prefer to stand and walk around and
That's
be
kind of
accessible,
Yeah.
but sometimes, depending on the case, I'd rather sit. Like I've had cases where I have like 3 binders of evidence, and I might be jumping around a bit, and I'd rather not be at a lectern with 3 binders because it's complicated. I'd rather spread it out on the desk, and I want to sit. And so I usually ask the court then if it's okay if I sit. But usually I like to be up and about. But it's up to the judge, it's up to the courtroom.
How big are your binders? Because like in the Curtis Reeves trial, they'd come up with this like gigantic binder, 8 years of testimony, and just
What kind of binder?
intimidate the witness. Oh,
Yes, go get him.
he's going to show me his binder.
I like, okay,
like this.
JKD Buck.
Wow.
These are my
Okay.
usual
I love it.
binders, and I have a couple.
That's
of them.
intimidating.
Yeah.
And then you just
Wow,
go
that-
and try to impeach, and the witness tries to deflect, and you're just like, oh, okay, let me see here.
Yeah, that's kind of
Caitlin
Well, so this
McEnany
binder
with the folder
actually-
of
so this
doom.
binder-
Yes.
This binder is full of invoices, and the attorney who generated these invoices thinks she's got to get them all awarded against my client. So we are going line by line through her invoices, and if she has to sit on the stand for 8 hours a
Holy-
day for 20 days, we're going to go through line by line. That's what
And
that
then,
is.
and then is your client going to pay you?
Oh yeah, because you'd rather pay me than pay you.
I'm sorry, Farrell. We get in your brain, but this has to be the best comment so far. At least he embraces the baldness and doesn't staple a dead cat to his skull.
That is true. I'll grant him that.
Well,
And
the prosecutor would like that.
it's like the beard's
There was
too
only
shaped.
one wallaby.
No, it's not so much the bald head. It's the beard is too shaped.
Beardy?
It's too sculpted. The beard. I think that's the issue I'm having with him.
I liked it better when you said it's just his face. It's just that.
But and I'm trying to figure out what it is.
It's
So I
all
point
of
to the beard
this
now. But
area.
Yeah.
it's not his head. It's I don't know. Something's off.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
figure it out.
I'm telling y'all, it's the lack of eyebrows. They did it in Terminator to make him look less human. It's that uncanny valley thing. You don't have eyebrows. You look weird.
No, he has eyebrows though. I didn't look at his face and say no eyebrows. It was
I mean,
like
they're just feigned.
and his tie is askew.
Welcome to Rate Your Lawyer, where we rate your lawyer.
We get to do it to Dave soon
Yes.
when he plays us his videos.
Yeah, if Jamie ever gets
on
it.
the screen,
God.
What is titled Enlarged Messages. And I'm going to ask you,
He's trying to pull off Corey Schroffese's look and failing.
are messages that you recognize from the phone extraction. And the first one I would know, there is in the bottom of each corner, the page number it comes from. This is page 186 of 256.
Yes,
Oh,
I do
yeah.
recognize that.
They took my
So,
lizard.
Could you tell me, my cursor's up here in the top where it says from, and there's a long string of numbers, and then Bill Zelenski.
Yes.
What does that indicate?
So this one, I believe, is from a Facebook Messenger chat or message. The from would be his account number.
this at
for
1.25?
Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God, he talks.
Imagine how
in the
slow it would
bottom
be if he
right-hand corner
wasn't.
of this
It was
green
like
box,
if I was on
there's,
a
what
way
appears to be
big
a
trip.
date
I was like,
time.
talk.
Is that the
I was like,
time?
how can y'all not talk Yankee? You are almost as close to Canada as we can get. What is wrong with you?
The message was created?
Yes.
Obviously.
Or sent or received.
Okay. And so, again, this is a copy of what's on his phone.
Yes.
So it doesn't in any way change the data that was there.
No.
So this message reads, I'm filling out paperwork and hunting down who stole from me today. Give me a call in a few hours. That's as you found it on the phone.
Yes.
What's the date that it was sent?
October 16th, 2020 at 11:20 a.m.
Is that the
And
date of the
we'd see after the AM.
pew pew?
Come across this a few times
I think it
today that
was.
UTC -5 means it's
Let me see.
converted
Turf
to
had a bunch
Central
of
Time. Is that right?
Murph's Turf had a bunch of slides
Go
that we
down
used
to
yesterday
the
because
one
it
to the
was
next
all of the Walmart
Yeah.
everywhere. So let
If
me
you
see if
just
I can.
So again,
because if he's sending a text saying he's
we
hunting
have
down the people
another
that stole
green
from him
box.
at
You
the
tell
same
me
day
what you
he
can-
does the shooting, that's not good.
Yeah,
identify
it's
from
it's never the best.
It was a message. It looks like it was sent on October 17th, 2020 at
Oof.
6:42
Okay, that doesn't look good.
p.m.
And now the previous
Well,
or
yeah,
message
I mean,
said from.
I mean, he's probably just
This
being
message says 2.
hyperbolic, but
Okay, so
Now-
8:15 was the robbery, 8:19 was the shooting, and this text was sent on 8:17, so 2 days before the shooting.
yeah, and they stole like alligator and I
think
don't
a
know, a
crocodile,
velociraptor.
Burmese python, it's not a Gila monster, Mexican stripe or spot. It's related to a Gila monster.
Yeah, and it's
Venomous.
just the problem is even if it's hyperbole, it looks really bad
Yeah.
when you write it down and you read it in text form, right?
And you show it to a jury.
Yeah, you don't get that.
Yeah, don't ever write anything down ever.
And this is absolutely taken out of context, right? You know, they're not showing
Oh,
the
yeah.
other thousands of text messages
Yeah.
between these people that know how they communicate.
You know how many times I
Yeah.
say those sort of things to like my friends? God.
Yeah, but you commit assaults daily and you didn't even know you were doing it.
Yeah, but then one day you do like get into a fight or something,
Exactly.
somebody attacks you and it's used against you.
Exactly. That's how
I
I
mean-
see it for everybody a lot of the time on these trials. Because
Yeah.
I'm that way.
Yeah, so just don't ever get attacked or anything. That's
Yeah.
it's like don't have lizards. Just don't.
Yeah.
Or snakes.
Yeah. Now, I will say the only thing that is also helping him is that I believe about 45 minutes before the actual attack happened,
Thank you,
he
Thierry.
was having a conversation with a police officer. He was very calm. I mean, he didn't sound like he was out a hunting, you know.
Really?
No, I mean, he was very calm. He said, "Look, I'm really just worried about my animals. Some of them are, venomous." And
Okay. That was
y'all,
an hour before?
about 45 minutes before
The
the
shooting.
actual shooting.
I mean,
Or
Yeah.
the pew pew.
yeah. I mean,
Interesting.
remember the testimony of the one lady who said that they were in their basement and she was telling him to just let them loose? I mean, how
Yeah, Nile
irresponsible are
crocodile.
these people?
Yeah.
Well, there may or may not be a lot of unauthorized
Yes.
street chemistry involved in this case. We may have unlicensed pharmacists all about this case. David, seriously, only the ex-wife, the one neighbor that fell down as he was exiting the witness stand, and the father figure were not guests of the state.
Currently.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't
It's
know.
not a good look. But this is all the Walmart. Like, they
Difference?
just Bobby Joe Jeff Jr.
As far as
Were they both created by Mr. Zelenski's phone?
yeah, this one says 2, and then the person that it says 2 is Jason. I can't read the Hashim.
That's
Racist.
okay. But is that as opposed to the Facebook identifier, is that a phone number?
Yeah, it appears to be a phone number. I'm sorry, there's a glare on the screen too, so I'm trying to. Can you read the number perhaps? Or...
Sure. It +1
Y'all, same.
089.
Yeah, appears to be a phone number.
Again, this message.
Oh,
reads,
that
"As it was
behind
sent
him.
from
Oh, Jesus.
That is the resident cat lady. All we can figure thus far with all that we've been given is that the residents of the town that are not incarcerated are all just sitting in the courtroom just waiting to be incarcerated.
Is there a what do I want to say? Did the guy with the weird glasses come back? He's wearing like a sweatshirt sitting behind the defendant with like weird whitish glasses or anything like that.
I will have to look. I keep getting sucked in by crazy cat lady.
The woman in the right literally owns 10% of the cats in Wisconsin.
And she'll dress them and show you pictures. There's a strong possibility. I don't know what one smells like. So I don't.
Oh, well, let me tell you.
No, I'm good. I'll go ahead and be naive and
Someone wrote their own death sentence. I just want animals back ASAP.
Give me back my lizard or I'll
sold multiple times.
leaping unalive you. Just right in Minecraft.
Oh, if I come up missing, Farrell is definitely on the suspect list.
okay. Well, it would. I don't have the computer skills to find her, but I'll definitely tell someone.
Oh, I have a dossier on her. Don't worry.
Well, as long as you have a dossier.
Right, David's like acting like Mark Jensen's wife before she died.
I can read the number again for you up here.
Here's the letter. If anything happens to me, give this to the police.
1-920-594.
If I end up dead, it was
1673.
Farrell.
Well, they can't admit the letter, but they can at least cross-examine us.
So a message sent from Bill's phone to this phone number.
Yes.
Yeah, but then she'll also release all of her photoshops she has of you and Nicholas in the bathtub.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
Wait,
In
what?
that tub.
Yes. It was October 18th, 2020, 3:08 p.m.
Okay, that is our defendant. He David, see, this is his whole face problem too.
Oh, good lord. What the hell is that on the right of his head? He looks like
What?
John Fetterman's neck bulge there.
No, I think he's lost a good deal of weight quickly.
Oh,
I don't
guess
know.
so,
I call
really, in
him
prison.
beanbag defendant because he's kind of all. He's definitely in the same slouch as Jodi Arias's defense attorney, and I called him beanbag lawyer in a hurry. So, David, that would be a you question.
I don't
I
think
think that's a
they're.
good point, though.
It's not likely to. They're not likely to kill you. It's just you're going to have a really, really bad day.
Yeah, are you trying to say like handling animals is dangerous and then you might die, so that's a death sentence? Or are you trying to say that because he allowed wild
that's what he-
animals, he
By his text message.
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, that's a good spin on it, right? If you're defense.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, and that's what they've really been hammering home is that these guys, now I picture them just putting snakes down their pants, but apparently they took a 20-gallon smallish fish tank and put all of the critters.
All of them?
Salvador, I still believe some things were shoved down people's pants. That's the only way I'm going to believe this ever happened.
If you shove a Mexican, whatever it was, star, I forget the name, with a Burmese python and all these others, they're going to kill each other.
Salvador, these are not the smartest people. They took them home to their mom's basement, and she was like, just let them go.
Just let them loose, guys. I don't want
Is this not the the animals? Yeah, the animals were in the other woman's basement. Yeah. But wasn't this guy like really professional? Like people came like around the country.
Yeah.
Okay. This defendant was like a professional. He wasn't like a fly by night. He wasn't the Tiger King.
No,
he was actually legitimate, right?
I haven't heard of him, but I mean, I know there are people that raise reptiles or exotic animals like this, and they're very well known in the community. and have
Yeah,
a
I
lot
was
of
gonna say,
respect.
I'm not in. I don't buy those kind of animals, so I wouldn't have heard of them either. But
I mean, yeah,
No,
I've certainly looked at exotic cat breeds, but leave it there.
you're gonna get a hairless cat. I just know it. Put a bow tie on it.
Please do.
Hey, stop.
You know what? If your cats ever sit still long enough, you can make the real Step Brothers picture with
Now
them.
I'm going to show you a message from page 59 of 256. So here we have, I won't read this whole number,
That was Mark Jensen.
but similar to the first message, it says from, and there's 15-digit string of numbers, Bill Zelenski.
Yes.
That,
Adopt them.
does that again indicate it's like a Facebook message?
Yes.
And
Y'all stop
again,
using
it came from the
Facebook
phone. Thanks. Someone
because
wrote,
plot twist everyone saw coming. The decedent and his friend were caught because they Snapchatted the bottle of gin that they, stole in Snapchat with real. I mean, they looked like real Glocks, but apparently there were airsoft guns.
Mhm.
As you
See.
do, taking a selfie in the bathroom mirror that's not clean.
"Bro, they're
God,
something,
you.
but I have to track them down."
Don't judge how I live.
Yes.
And what
Windex.
what that-
If we learned anything from my
October
big fat
19th,
Greek wedding is that you have
2020,
some Windex on you at
1:36
all
p.m.
times.
who was this text sent to?
one more.
I believe
This is
they
from
were
page
sent
94
to
256.
maybe the side
Again,
piece.
this does this appear to be a Facebook message?
Yes.
And as it appeared on the phone, it would read, "Definitely someone who knows me. I already reported it to police because 50K is stolen, but I think it will be solved on the streets." So that's how it would have appeared on his phone.
Yes.
And can you tell us what date and time that's sent?
October 19th, 2020, 4:28 p.m.
And what level of input do you have in creating the extraction, as opposed to what the software does automatically?
Nothing really. As, as far as extracting the data from the phone, like what I'm
Yeah.
telling it to extract.
Yes. Can you?
That poor forensic investigator.
No.
He had dead eyes. I know.
Can you?
I don't know. I felt so bad for Baby Cop today. He looked like he was about ready to upchuck. It was like his second week of being alone. And
Oh, they weren't empty. They said the number of pictures in there.
Can you
800 organized.
The data?
No.
What?
You can,
How?
because
Like I
understand there's
organize
two,
like M&Ms or Jelly
types
Bellies,
of
but
data that you want to draw from the phone.
2,200
It
total
takes all the
pictures.
data off the phone.
You'd only
that
gotten
it's
around to
generated, and then
organizing
with
a
the
little over
report, you can
800.
generate what type of data you want to
oh, for the
produce
love
the
of
report.
Cheetos.
Okay, so if you
I bet those 1,400 pictures really
how does the process work?
make him sad.
Yeah, so the software will download the data or parse the phone for the data. And then with that, you can generate a report in whatever format you want and select certain items that you want to narrow down for the report. However, it's not manipulating the data or anything like that.
Okay, it's just selecting from, let's just, maybe an analogy is, it grabs everything, and if you only want to see if, let's say a call log, you could pull that out. Is that right?
Yes.
You can't change the call log except for maybe what time, what ranges it displays, but none of the actual data.
Yeah, you cannot change the data.
I could sign for you, Murph's Turf.
Should note though, on certain phones, the software does install like a program to be able to interface with it on certain phones, certain devices. That would be the only potential manipulation of the phone.
I can put.
I guess call it like a backdoor
Oh
app.
no,
to
they are
allow the
unavailable.
software to do what it needs to do.
Okay. And is there anything about
this is
that
law and
backdoor
cuff, so
that would change the data on the phone
No.
other than adding.
No, it just allows the phone to communicate with the software.
He was a collector.
well, that works.
This was during dial-up too. I mean, that guy was committed.
You may.
Well, I was still as woefully bad at computers as then, so
Show you what's
not
been
much has
marked as Exhibit
changed.
15. Do you recognize that?
Yes,
Could you tell us what it is?
a cell phone extraction.
He
report,
has an unfortunate
uh,
body shape for a
specifically call
man.
logs on,
Whoa.
He's very hippie.
Look at Karen in the back. Was she like just dye the back of her hair brown?
Yeah, you know, it's a thought.
Any data it recognizes as a call log from the big pool of data.
What are you?
Talking like the guy that made up sign language from the Mandela funeral.
Oh no, yeah, he's got some birthing hips on him. That's, you know, it is what it is.
My ex couldn't have children. She said she didn't have the hips for it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't care.
Well, there you go. Salvador's like, feelings, meh. Why does the cop now look like he's
Whoa.
being grilled by his wife? Like, I wasn't even there, honey. I don't even know what you're talking about.
It looks like he's coming down now.
Aware that there was a doorbell camera involved in this case,
yes,
and we heard testimony earlier that the owner.
I ordered
Which
Kyle
one?
Rittenhouse.
SD card.
Bald police officer or bald prosecutor or the police officer Luna? Because I need to ask you, because we need to confer with this. Because if you say prosecutor,
I feel like I ordered this
Somewhat
attorney
similar,
wanting Corey Sharofsky from Wish.com and got him.
yeah, there's similarities.
well, you know, everyone finds someone else. There's someone that's going to see Wild Bill in this particular state and just love the heck out of him.
Let's not
You're
go that far.
obviously searching the contents of a phone for.
Let's hope it's not his roommate.
Device for a certain type
Or his lawyer.
Evidence or files.
Well, he has a really cute lawyer. Maybe she
The
loves
process
him.
of doing it is a little bit different.
Hey, girl, want to see my snake?
Oh my god.
Want to see my Burmese python?
Oh my
Yes,
god.
in this case, you're not alternate.
Oh my God, I've been talking forever and nobody noticed I was muted. Really?
Well, I thought you were talking on your phone to your actual client people.
No,
I was
talking
gonna
to
say
you.
something.
Cell
Well,
phone
how
is
was I
not
supposed to
100%
know that
blocked
you were
for,
talking to me?
this
I said I love coming on here. I have no responsibility whatsoever unless you guys ask me a question. By the way, I sent you another email, Mo. You can upload it.
I thought you were going to say I'm coming out.
Oh, of course. I am trying to figure out how to use this daggone thing.
You'll get
Which
there.
is, yeah, probably in 8 years.
Well,
I'm gonna have to keep Windows 9 or whatever I have.
No. I sent you a picture. Download it and then save it and then upload it to StreamYard.
Okay, I'm doing all of those one things.
I'm your producer tonight.
I was going to remove the background and impress her. Sheesh. Fine, you can be the hero today.
I'm working on it, y'all. It's look, I got the checkered background. I would like to say.
So basically, we got 2 text messages in that said he's a dud man and somebody stole $50K.
Benjamin.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
We're gonna
exactly what
solve
we
it on the
got.
streets or whatever and a death sentence. That's pretty
That'd
much.
be easy.
Well, now he just is all of the.
But that, who has said in a fit of anger, I'm going to kill you,
Yeah.
and meant it?
Especially if you're white trash.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean.
All right, let's
as
see
a
if I did
child,
this.
mean.
Thank you, David.
It's a little
I
askew.
almost.
I'm going to fix it.
Yes.
Okay.
You're dispatched
Well, I'm
at
just so
10:20
excited.
p.m.
Look, y'all, I was almost nearly sort of there, like
Essentially, yeah,
the
right around
sub
that
to
time.
the Titanic.
Uh,
Too soon?
No, I think they got there. They just couldn't get out.
I heard about this, but I
They
haven't
got
heard
stuck.
about it yet, and I gotta go look it up now.
Well,
If
they're
they
like dead
really
now
paid
because
a-
they only had 9 hours left.
No, I think they'll be dead tomorrow morning.
I hope
Yay.
someone's.
Don't F around in the ocean.
That
Leave
is
it
why.
alone.
Also, why are you paying like a bazillion dollars to go down to the Titanic? You can't even touch it or see Rose.
Crazy.
I mean, well, after the DNA expert with all the
Wait, what are you
touching-
clipping, Farrell?
No, I think
No,
that
I'm gonna kill you. Is that what you're clipping?
Mentioned after our discussion before lunch is that
She's got a YouTube channel of
Captain
just clips
Benchwell
of
was
us.
also subpoenaed by the defense.
I know, I saw
So you
that.
know.
Advised by the defense.
Somebody
I-
responds to me in chat and says something I said is funny, and I really want to celebrate it, but I have no idea what they're talking about.
into,
What I said, I completely
character
forgot.
or
I'm not going
credibility
to
of
say
our
anyone
witness.
will impugn their character,
I did.
but
I
I think it is.
misspoke with character.
I think it is appropriate for the defense if they want to raise it that there's been a failure to comply with the.
I did not expect that to be his
There's no
voice.
question in this
It's
court's
weird,
mind
isn't it?
that
Who does he
Benchwell
remind you of?
Primarily,
I feel like he's a
state
cartoon
witness
character.
that was simply subpoenaed by the defense.
I feel like he's Meatloaf. If Meatloaf had
He
more
is not
really
Meatloaf.
hard.
Do not shame Meatloaf like that. Meatloaf is a god.
I love me.
I love Meatloaf, but I'm just saying that's who he reminds me of.
How does he remind you of Meatloaf?
Thank you, Farrell.
Well, Pizza the Hut from Spaceballs, but that's really disrespectful. So I was trying to be nice.
I feel like he's a Toy Story character. I just don't know.
He's definitely a Muppet of some sort with the mouth, the way the mouth.
Yeah.
moves.
Oh, maybe one of those old guys that are curmudgeons and
Yeah.
insulting each other.
Oh, so Waldorf and Astoria.
Yeah.
He's them. That makes more sense.
With
But
a
yeah,
rug, with a rug on their head.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just looks
tarantula.
deeply unsettling with that hair. I just want to touch it just a little bit, see if
Poke
it moves. Yeah.
Just
with a
rub his
stick.
hair when he passes by and see if it comes off.
Right.
Depending
Weird.
upon how the case went. So I will certainly allow the defense to question about the failure to comply with sequestration. I don't think that impugns anyone, but I think it's fair for the jury to know. Anything else
is
you
that
need to talk
smile?
about on the issue?
He's like the male version of like
15 minutes.
Charlie Brown's teacher.
I can't understand him.
Well,
He just
you know,
smiled.
it was a creepy smile.
That one works better. Oh no, you didn't upload the new one I sent you.
I'm working on all the things plus the things, so I'm trying to. But thank you very much. Yes, I am downloading that now, and I will YouTube it.
We take it when we're ready for the jury.
I love how I lose all of my which of this 900 things am I wanting to do?
I really hope this guy gets found
Thank you.
not guilty. Just because it'll be so funny that the wife has to spend 15 years in prison
Well, she's the side piece.
for the plea deal. Yeah.
And I believe there were other, outstanding warrants and things like that.
Okay.
I think she might not have led the most lawful life.
They should instruct the jury that he's not able to rise and to not hold it against him.
Well, I think they see the wheelchair. I mean,
I don't know.
Please
well,
be
to
seated.
be fair, the jury did ask if they could start deliberating. Maybe
We'll go back in the record, Mr. Hogan.
Well, he's in a good mood. He keeps smiling.
I wish he wouldn't. Oh no, I don't want you up. I wanted you deleted. Daggone it.
Phrasing.
That's what it reminds me of. Luna said it. Cookie Monster. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh my gosh, yes he does.
Yeah, worry about your hair.
When you got to the scene, you
Monster.
Oh,
That's exactly it.
So if this is a question for you, David, since you are in fact a lawyer.
All right, so the police officer failed to comply
the
with
other
sequestration.
understanding.
MLS, what does this mean? Okay, so when witnesses are placed on witness lists, or they are subpoenaed, anyways, either party knows that they're going to be called as a witness. We anticipate them as witnesses. Typically, one party or both parties will make a request that the court order a sequestration of the witnesses, which means they cannot watch any other prior witness testify because it may taint their testimony coming later. The exceptions are the prosecution is allowed one lead investigator to sit at the table with them and assist
Okay.
them. Also, expert witnesses are also an exception because they're not fact witnesses, they're opinion witnesses. And so they're allowed to take into consideration for their opinions as well. So this guy is a fact witness. Since he's a fact witness, he should have been sequestered. But since apparently he wasn't, he was allowed to watch testimony, then he should be able to be impeached at the very least from the defense, saying, well, you were able to watch all this testimony, and now you're able to then therefore conform your testimony here today with what people have said prior. And can we really trust what you're saying? Because you've now been influenced. At worst, it could lead to a mistrial, depending on how bad it is. But it sounds like they should get probably a jury instruction and then allowed to be to impeach this witness based off of the fact that he listened it. So there you go.
Oh, well, that's good. We also had Cookie Monster, so that makes sense. Or Snuffleupagus with the big old mouth that just
It's a mouth.
yeah, it's not a good look on a human. Was it HR Puffin stuff is just not who I want my judge to be.
Mo, I don't know animation. That I got to figure out.
Park behind
Oh, I have no idea.
the
I was
stop
just
sign.
thinking of something that seems impossible right now.
Stop sign right on the intersection of Bannon.
She's gonna be well ahead of all of you guys.
So you have all the covers. You can upload all of them at the same time and then just click between the three of them,
And you
depending on what's
walk
going on.
over to the passenger side.
Oh my goodness! Yes, I
And that's where you
got-
observed the firearm.
Yes.
The firearm was
See,
on
you got
the
that
passenger
one?
seat.
Pull up the court
he
TV.
looks like.
It was a double barrel.
Well, I've got.
shotgun.
I
Yes.
just got the
The
email, so let
one
me.
that- Can you see that on the table?
Yes.
And so
Cookie
double
Monster,
barrel
that's
shotgun,
perfect.
it has two barrels
Yes.
side by side.
Is he a little
This
birdish?
one, yes.
We could do a whole Sesame Street thing with this trial.
And you open the
Oh,
shotgun.
this trial is
did
all of the
Somebody opened the
everything.
Yeah, he hired this lawyer because his eyes are so far apart, like a lizard's. He can see 180 degrees.
We did it by. I mean,
Usually, so I'm
David
not
did it.
familiar with break action shotgun, so-
Because Mo has issues.
But you were able to determine that there were shells in the shotgun.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
And
I don't
there's
know
two
how you
shells.
take a screenshot on your
One in each
computer,
barrel.
but if
Yep.
you take your phone and
One
point it at the
shell
Snap.
computer,
Yes.
One
you can
shell
get a
is nothing but.
screenshot.
Or a
So there
snipping
was a
tool on
live
Windows.
shell in that shotgun.
Oh
And
Lord,
the
there's a
right
tool for
side
something.
at the time, yeah.
And so
What
the
in
shell
all
that
the
was fired
evidence
was on- in the
ridiculous?
left barrel.
Black Max
What is
gloves.
David, explain to me how you just have the evidence just laying on the table all in front of you like hoarders, the episode.
They just brought.
Well, did
the
they
evidence-
open it? I mean,
Well-
have they gone through the evidence at all?
They've gone through the firearm. They've not gone through. There's a hammer. I mean, they have not gone through. Oh well, good, Farrell, because you know I couldn't help
Oh,
you.
that's the hammer for Paul Pelosi. Too soon.
Just wrong coast. How did it end up in Wisconsin?
Yeah,
And
tried to get rid of it. It was found by
you're
someone.
at all with double barrel shotguns.
No.
Are you
How
aware
are you
that
an
there's two
officer?
triggers on the shotgun?
No.
But you were aware that
Can't wait for him to get torn
Yeah,
up on
there's two hammers.
sequestration.
I guess I didn't look that close at the time to really understand it. I handed it to another officer that was more familiar with weapons, with that type of weapon.
He's
Okay,
so unsure.
but you were able to see that there were two barrels. And that
I can count to two, sir.
Look, I feel bad for this officer. It's like when David's trying to teach me computers. I'm like that one guy from what was it? The thug life thing that Nicholas is doing that will break his soul. And they had the video enhancer guy, and he's like, "Look, I use Photoshop. I chopped it." And he was so proud of himself, and I would have been so proud of myself. And then they're like, "But did you use interpolation?" He'd be like,
I pinch and
"I don't
zoomed.
speak Spanish." This is in Wakapa County, I
Wakapa.
believe. I don't know. Look,
Murder,
I know
yeah,
you hear
Wakapa.
this. What county is this in?
I'll type it.
well, yeah, I'm not.
Oh, we looked it up the other day. Didn't I call the court?
I thought you did.
Yeah, but I thought it was pronounced Wakapa.
I don't know. Some
Wapaka?
Indian thing.
Wakapika?
My adopted cousin is Indian, so I can say it.
Yeah, I called his chambers earlier or yesterday, right?
What is his name?
Yeah.
Ray Huber?
Huber.
Yes.
Yeah, Huber.
No relations.
Barrels have shells in
I
them.
hope.
Yes.
And again, one of them was unfired.
Yes.
You know how
He is
hard
not
it
looking
is?
too smart here.
Testified that you obtained the video from a door.
Our valiant
Yes.
defendant also puts his hands
And
under his
that was
tie
stored on a
like it's
micro
a
SD
muff.
memory card.
I
In
don't
his
understand.
he's
And
not used to
you
wearing
created the
ties.
forensic
It's probably the
copy
first
of
time in
that
his life he
micro
had.
SD.
Well,
Yes.
apart from other
And
court
again, just
appearances.
like as you talked,
And he used to be a former police
I
officer.
know. Now we
He
know
just-
why. Former.
He's been fidgeting with his doggone tie all day, and I'm like, sir, it is just attached with clip-ons. You are going to have to deal with it.
You don't think he can tie his tie?
about on direct. Your
Listen,
copies,
I'm just
all
saying
those
we
videos.
all have our
It
strengths.
is a
His,
exact one-to-one copy.
his
of that
lawyer
memory
seems to be
card.
able to tie a tie. It's
And
just
you reviewed those videos.
Yes.
from the 80s.
And it was, I think, based on your review, the videos appear to be motion activated.
Yes.
As you saw, there were many different videos on the SD card.
Yes.
And when it was recording, there was some sort of motion by the camera.
Yes.
And the videos had a date stamp
Yes.
and they had a time stamp.
Yes.
And based on reviewing the videos and your knowledge of the case, you were able to determine that the date and time stamp appeared to be accurate.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you some of those videos that you reviewed.
So, yeah, we had baby cop, then middle brother cop. Now we have dad cop. Okay. All right, here we go.
Yes.
Wapaka.
Wapaka.
As a Native American, an adopted cousin who's Native American, I agree. I'm more Native American than Elizabeth Warren.
And me. Unless
That's tough to be more than Pocahontas herself.
I know.
well, yeah.
I actually call my cousin that. She thinks it's hilarious.
It is what it. What is
Is it
this
one of those
tie,
videos that you
David?
reviewed?
What is this tie?
Yes.
Okay, you guys want to see my ties?
Now,
I like the
here's-
ties. I'm gonna go get my ties. Wait, what
It
happened?
looks like it's the
Right.
80s.
It's gonna be pink.
This is why he loves not be owning the stream. He can just go do his
Yeah, I
Just
get to
walk
show you
off.
shit. Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
just
go
walk
get
off.
some
I'm gonna go
ties.
get my
I know,
ties.
but we get to figure out pants, no pants.
Yes.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
pants,
you
no
ready?
pants, no pants,
You
no
guys ready to
pants.
figure out pants, no pants?
Oh,
You are so mean to us.
Such a
Okay,
tease.
well,
Wait, you can have no pants? I put on shorts for this.
just like that one witness.
Oh my
I could
god.
be in this trial.
That's what. So it's so funny because my brother-in-law, who I rarely like talk to ever,
Never has pants. I love it every time a kid walks in. God damn it. Jamie?
Sorry, I'm
Oh.
watching.
Oh, sorry. You just like froze.
I have
No,
my
I got-
iPad down here and I'm watching, and I was watching Mo. I'm like, what's she doing?
Well, so I had some like flavored syrups that have 0 carbs so I can add it to
The
like my
skinny
iced coffee.
syrups.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
those. I have like
I
every
know.
flavor.
Be right back.
Yeah, so I got a bunch of those and my kids are like, "You got like 4 packages, mom."
Did you order
And
them?
and so isn't helping.
No.
They're on my ties.
Oh my god, David. I got to get him
Look
on
at
the
him.
big screen here.
Look at here. Millennium Falcon.
Okay.
You got an orange tie. You never know when you need an orange tie. Got a blue tie that kind of looks like the orange tie, right?
Yeah.
This was my favorite tie for a while.
I like that
I have my
one.
Christmas
Yours are
tie.
The blue one? I like that blue one.
okay, but does it light up? Because I think it needs to light
No,
up.
this one doesn't, but I like it. So no, this actually has what I like about it is from a distance it looks just kind of like little shapes, but up close you can tell that it's
It's the
Christmas
lights.
lights. You like this
My
one? This
kids are
was my
like, "How
favorite
many
tie for a
syrups
while.
did you buy?"
Huh?
How many did
My
you
kid-
get?
Oh, I have
So
my
I went,
flowery blue
like-
tie. This is my
they had
lucky tie. This is my
clearance.
lucky trial tie.
I like that tie.
This is the city of Detroit, the streets all laid out. with the
Okay.
names.
Okay, the pink one's my vibe.
Sometimes you need a brown one because you're wearing like a brown jacket or something.
Okay,
Like
we're making a Discord. We're having you do your ties and we're picking out what you wear for trials. You have to give us like 3 options.
This is my linen tie, which I absolutely love. It's purple with green and black and white stripe.
Oh yeah, make him big, Mo.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody
What am I
can-
doing?
No, you're
I'm
fine.
not going over it again.
Wait, how am I Let's
Now I
see.
got
don't
Mo's logo in
know.
front of me.
Look, y'all, I am trying my very doggone best. We
Oh,
cannot
this is better.
I have so many. I can't even show you them all. I got a plain gray tie because you never know. A little plaid tie.
I have embiggened him. And that's what she said.
It's kind of a metallic-y looking tie.
I like that. You know what? I could see the
like that one.
detective from the Sarah Boone case wearing the metallic tie.
This is an awesome
With
one. This
the
is my
shirt.
linen tie. This is
Linen.
linen.
Ooh. Fancy.
And then I got like a generic blue tie. But this is actually a knit tie, so it's a blue knit tie.
He's so
I
proud
did
of
not know they had different
I have,
fabrics.
yeah,
I
no,
thought they
I
were
mean,
all
but like,
silk.
see, if I'm going to court in downtown Detroit, you wear this tie. This is the city of Detroit.
Yeah.
It's got campus marches and everything.
Yes,
But
I
I
said
anyone know what this is?
embiggen. That's the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah,
We're
the Millennium
awesome.
Falcon.
Do you wear that
But
one?
only from the first 3, not any Disney movies.
No.
Because you never know when you need a paisley tie. It comes in handy every once in a while. And then I got a bunch of bow ties too. So, but these are all of my ties.
Okay,
See? So
definitely.
I love
We
the
are
tie.
having a rate your tie moment.
Sunday
someday.
morning at church. Mm-hmm.
Did you go grab? Is your wife home? Because I would love her to be like, I had to get all my ties for the stream.
No, she's not home right now.
She's like, David,
This
what
one
are
I
you
got.
doing?"
I've only worn it once. I'm not sure I like it very much.
I swear to God, Dixie cup pattern from the 90s, y'all. Those
Oh,
were
this
on.
one-
That was on all.
It wasn't
yeah,
a Dixie cup. I know what you're talking about though. Those cups, those plastic cups. It's or no, was it Dixie or was it Solo? I can't remember. But there's the paper cups that look like this.
yeah, that's what it reminds me of. The paper cups with
They
like
still
the
make 'em.
watercolor.
I have kind of a maroon tie, just a solid maroon tie, depending on my mood. Yellow polka dot,
I like the yellow.
blue and white stripe.
Welcome to David's Tie Talk, where
I
we talk
know.
about
Did I
ties.
show this one? Yeah, this is an older tie, but I still like it every once in a while.
See, I'm not allowed to pick my husband's ties because I find the loudest ones, and he wouldn't wear anything with flamingos or jelly beans on it, and I was very
Oh,
upset.
I would. I love loud ties. Let's see. What's my
Well-
new favorite tie that I've been wearing? I like this one. This is a good summertime tie. It's got little flowers on
Yeah, it's understated. It's
it. Yeah, I got a bunch of ties. All right, I'm putting them back now. But see, this is why I like you guys pick on ties. I love the ties. You guys go
Look,
after
I'm
Jody
just
Ayers as
saying
attorney for the
that
ties. His ties are
he
appropriate
looks like
for
a Jello
2012,
mold.
but I like loud ties. This
He
is how
looks like a
the
Jell-O.
only way men in suits can accessorize and show like their personalities with ties and socks.
Yeah.
Well,
These are the voices that are in my head all the time, so I can never go to see Dr. Beverly Lewis because they're gonna say
I've been
This
muted.
blue one,
haven't I?
this knit blue one, this knit blue one is really nice.
I'm
You said the
sorry,
blue
I'm
one was
trying.
the best. Or this one?
I'm trying to keep ahead of like who's being on and who's got a mute and who doesn't.
Or this one? Which blue one?
Do you have your pride tie?
You got this blue one. I don't have a pride tie. If I
I
wear
asked
them
that
all, it
question
would be a
like 4
pride tie, right?
times.
Yeah,
And I was muted the whole time.
I
Where's the
thought you
candy
were
cane?
talking, but I wasn't sure. I was
Well, it
It's
could have
not
been to my
candy cane.
cats.
It's Christmas lights. See, it's little Christmas lights.
no, Mr. Mo just doesn't like patterns. And it is
Fingers
a
around
hard
here.
transition from from military uniform where all he has to do is, have a clean uniform. I, steamed it a little bit to having different shirts and different ties and everything else.
you have a little tie rack that spins.
No, I have a cedar rack with hooks, and I just hang them off.
Oh,
But I'm running out of room, so
fancy.
that's when I know I
Cedar.
need to shuffle up my ties. But I'm having a hard time getting rid of them. So I might need to get a bigger rack.
4 years from now, and on this episode of Hoarders, we have a special case.
David
my
needs a
Flex
bigger rack.
ties.
Oh, I could go on with my bow ties and my socks. Oh, we can have like a whole stream on this stuff.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
All right, let's get back to we've got some
Lizard boy.
film and stuff.
Yeah, we got like a whole trial or something, right? Going on.
Yeah, we were in theory we were going to do that, but it's us, and you know us, we get all confuserated.
Legal Vice has brought out wrapping paper to match one of his lawyer ties. You know, you
Oh
can be
my
really
goodness.
creative. That'd be amazing.
Okay, let's see here. Start.
To be a vehicle pulling into the driveway right next door.
Yes.
And the timestamp 21, 39, and 13 seconds,
Yes.
which is a military time, so that's 9, 39, and 13 seconds.
Yes.
I love how
Again,
he
your
asked
review of
this
these videos.
like because he's already written it down because lawyers don't math.
Show that date and timestamp was accurate.
Yes.
There's going to be an episode where David's just super pissed off. And he'd be like, "What?" And he'd be like, "My wife got rid of half of my
Again,
ties."
This is a video of
And she'll have gotten rid of
doorbell
2.
video that you
He's gonna go to Goodwill first
and
next
it-
time he leaves the
gonna show
house
a vehicle
and just dump
backing out
half his
of the
ties
driveway
off.
next door.
Yes.
I've kind of made the
I
new
mean, without
rule.
playing the video, I guess. Assuming.
Oh, well, we can play a little bit so you can see.
Thank you.
I've made a new rule. If I get something new, I have to let something go so I can try to, except for my stupid t-shirts, which I intend to make a quilt out of, a quilt of snark.
Yep.
But yeah, but then I also remember that I don't have any free time.
I was gonna say.
And that is the vehicle pulling out of the driveway.
Yes.
And the time 21, 45, 35, 9, 45, and 35 seconds PM.
Yes.
And before we play this, so again, this is the timestamp is 22:17 and 1 second.
So I do like this defense lawyer really
10:17.
focusing in on the time. And then he has this demonstrative where it's the big easel with the paper that flips back. And as these witnesses are coming along, he's adding in timestamps of like when certain things happened to kind of really show how quickly this all went really south.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what middling levels of meth are, but that's what the victim had in his system. And you can hear him shouting like,
18
"You
and
want
1
to fight?
second.
You want to fight?"
Okay,
I mean-
now we'll play this video. So that's a vehicle driving down Van Street
Yes.
and parking at the corner of Van and Shear Street.
Yes.
And the timestamp on there, 22:17 and 26 seconds.
Yes.
That's 10, 17, and 26 seconds.
Yes.
And you were able to determine that's the car that was on scene when you arrived.
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
I
It's
don't know.
that vehicle, based on all the videos that you've seen when police got there, that vehicle was still always there.
I guess I don't know from this video to the next one. If
Now, I do know from at least paperwork and what they said in opening statement that the mother of the victim, but also the girlfriend of Wild Bill, is planning to testify for the defense. Now, it didn't make sense to me before I heard the meth, kind of intoxication that he might have had. But if she knows him, if she knows how he gets on when he's on a bender or taking whatever, and she knows that he can get violent, that he's threatened before. I mean, it would be a really weird place to be in as a mom. But she seemed to look, they were all a little tweaked out, I think.
if they moved it all or come back or whatever, I don't know.
But would you have any reason to disbelieve that that's the same vehicle that was there when you arrived?
No.
Why do you look so confused, sir? I'm going to need you to know what you're doing.
Not look sure about anything.
So this is the demonstrative I was saying was
Wow.
really good.
You can buy his whiteboard after the trial.
I will. You have no idea.
Yeah, I really like this demonstrative. I remember yesterday I was saying what
Hey.
demonstrative was, and that
Stop
I
that.
don't. I was wondering
Stop.
why he was like questioning the witness about it. But if he's like reinforcing what the witness said and putting the timeline together, I really like this. So as the testimony goes, as the case goes, he's building that timeline.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I was a little confused at first, but now I get it and I like it.
Well, yeah, I
God-
was confused because, it just started and I was like, what in the actual? But now as he continued, and he has good handwriting, and I'm over
That's
here
gotta
like,
be.
For a dude, he has really nice hair.
yeah.
Hey. Oh, yeah, you're right. Mine sucks.
He used to be a first grade teacher, and then he's like, no, I'd rather be
Yeah,
a
mine does not.
defense attorney.
Mo, since you're probably not looking at the private chat or your email, I sent you an email. And you got to pull it up on stream.
Okay, I'm going.
Car finally stopped.
He just comes on stream and starts demanding things.
Still parks in front of
Okay,
you
we're
don't
doing
have
it.
to, but I worked really hard on it.
I'm working.
kidding.
I've got. Okay, so let me stop this.
No, you don't have to stop it. You don't have to stop it. Just upload it like you uploaded the other stuff.
Oh, I can use it like a overlay.
Yep,
I'm familiar
yep.
with Tara.
And Tara lived in the house that the vehicle is parked right in front of.
Yes.
I'm learning
So
all
Bill
the
parks in
things.
front of Tara's at 10, 17, and 26 seconds.
Yeah, I do too, T-Ree. The timeline's perfect. What do you think?
It's alarmingly accurate. This might be my
Okay, now I'm
thumbnail for the
gonna-
next.
we can-
Right? Use it. Go for it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That is.
in the video,
Who did that?
for more emotion.
I did that.
You did that?
Yeah, I just made it known.
Oh my
on
god.
Photoshop.
Jesus.
I'm an expert at photo
Oh,
enhancement.
but will you need to like just throw like a rug on his head?
And then this is
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
A dead cat or something.
Let me update it.
starts
Hang on.
with the timestamp 22, 18, and 34
Okay, so
seconds.
Yes.
it
So
looks
it's
like
10, 18,
if I'm
and 34
gathering.
seconds beyond.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll watch this.
Me.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so it looked like he knocked his mom pretty hard. Now, the other thing is that this Riley and his friend Ashton also had stolen 2 firearms from the car in like a locked, secure gun box. Okay, I believe it was hillbilly secured, so it was like wrapped with metal wire cord. But
That's
anywho,
secure.
so when the prosecution is going on and on about how he's, not armed he's, you know, just an innocent victim. I mean, the placement and the demonstrative that the defense used makes the most sense. He was grabbing a hold of the weapon, trying to get it away from the gentleman, and, Wild Bill just had an accident, I guess.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
And that's where the
Jamie's dogs are like, "We'll fight." But also
Right,
it
like, having a dog
it's
fight
okay.
here.
It sounds like my 7-year-old when he wants to be serious and he tries to put a little bass in his voice, but he's a little twiglet right now, so he's like, "I said no." And I was like, "Boy, please." So that's what, like, "Fight like a man" sounds like that kind of thing to me. Which I shouldn't laugh because, I mean, he gets unalived very soon, but it's that kind of voice,
The
that's
video
what I
ends?
flash to.
Okay, we'll go all the way to the very last frame. So the video ends. We see a timestamp at the second it ends.
This gentleman needs a
Yes.
mustache because he has no upper lip.
22:19.
No.
Yes.
And so that's 10:19 and 3 seconds p.m.
Yes.
That's when the video ends.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
But before we add that, again, let's go to the very beginning frame of this.
Okay,
Okay.
why is Barney
So we talked.
Barney
Email
Gumble
sent.
here? Okay, but y'all, why is Barney Gumble here? Does he think this is drunk court?
It's just
What do you guys think of the V-neck with the unbuttoned button down?
Oh, that guy
Oh,
is
David,
smooth.
did you see the gym shorts?
yeah.
Overly long white
No, you guys
t-shirt and
told
the
me
button
about
down.
it. The guy with the gym shorts and the button down. I heard,
Oh,
but I didn't see.
it was all of the Walmart in all of the wrong places that never it
Didn't even match. I was like, come on.
Does it work? Did you see it?
Yes, I see it. Let me bring it up. I'm learning all the things. I'm learning how to
Laughing
overlay.
my ass, Luna.
I'm a little iffy on the cat.
I like it. It's it's just the thing. It makes him more approachable, and the cat is, specially abled. My husband, what do you do okay, so y'all, no one from my real life generally watches my things
Oh my
or
god.
my videos, but my brother-in-law started watching, and he's calling my husband like, "She's just making fun of people's hair." And I'm like, "What did you think I was doing? I'm not a lawyer. I'm making fun of people, duh."
I tell dick jokes.
Like, I
Yeah.
was like, you've met me before, like, this is what I do."
Do they tell
Yeah,
you,
just swap
have you
cats.
seen your wife's channel? She's just saying dick jokes all day.
See, I can do stuff like this on your channel. There's no repercussions for me on mine.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Or maybe
Hey.
not. I don't know. Or maybe there was.
18 and 30.
Yes.
So 10, 18, and 33 seconds.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I need the
Why
officer
is this
to
girl
not look
testifying
confused.
to this?
They've had a lot of weird things where they try to get, again, as a not lawyer, but it seems like they ask the wrong
I'll be right
people
back.
the wrong thing, or just things that are unrelated. I guess he's the tech guy for the firm. I don't know, because he looks a lot confused.
Okay, so he did the Cellbrite. So he's all the tech stuff. Okay, I get it now. But why? I mean, it's already been introduced. Why the prosecution just wants to show it again?
And you see there
But this is the defense.
arguing in the street.
Yes.
Do you
I don't know.
who those individuals are?
Yes.
And one of them is Riley.
Because
One of
they
them is
asked
Bill.
Baby Cop, who looked like he was about ready to upchuck, about like, who are these people? Did you get the front ring door or the ring doorbell footage? And he's like, "Ma'am, I just sat there, and tried to help this guy." He didn't secure the scene. He didn't, do anything. He was like 1 week off of when he had a training wheels kind of program, and you could tell he was not handling it very well.
Yes.
One of them is Tiffany.
Yes.
They're sort of arguing in the street.
Yes.
Arguing in the streets doesn't seem to be a relatively new pastime for this family.
Okay, so I wrote 10:18 and 33 seconds p.m. Bill, Tiffany, Riley arguing. That's what we see.
Yes.
Okay, and then we'll again go all the way to the very end. As we talked about before, this is right when the video ends at 10:19 and 3 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm seeing.
What's that?
So it looks like Bill calls Danielle, who I don't know who Danielle is. And then it looks like, so let me pull the comment off, but it goes from calling Danielle at 10:17:45 p.m. to 10:18. Tiffany and Riley are arguing to 10:19. It looks like Riley is rushing Bill. So it's doing a good job of what the prosecution likes to slow that things down, make it look like he could have, like winged him in the arm or something like that. Like he had all the time in the world to think about this. So I like that his demonstrative is showing just how quickly
Yeah.
it's happening. I don't think he's ever going to let Lady Lawyer talk, but maybe she's like a baby lawyer.
So I wrote 10:19 and 3 seconds p.m. when this doorbell video ends.
Yes.
Sir, sit up straight in your chair. Do not look bemused and befuddled. It just...
This very end of it, at this time, nobody's been shot, right?
I swear he's coming down from the cocaine he stole from the
Yes.
evidence locker.
And I want to show you a screenshot of this, just like, okay, can you see that?
His
screenshot?
hand movements are really creeping me out.
Which one?
The lawyer.
They don't bother me. Now, the medical
And does that appear
examiner
to be a
was...
screenshot of what we just saw?
That man has a
Very last
people
second.
suit somewhere, allegedly.
In
Very
Minecraft.
accurate, the timestamp's the same.
Yes.
Okay, we'll start the next video.
Just saying, if it happens to turn out he collects feet...
Okay, so I will try to back up to the very first frame.
Hopefully he got the suit back on
No.
time.
Timestamp on here, this is the next video in the sequence.
Yes.
And the timestamp is
How dang ridiculous is it we didn't get the actual...
Yes.
okay. When we
event.
took a screenshot of this, let us know if the screenshot is the
This
same.
really isn't a good video.
Well, the other one at least shows Riley charging.
And that screenshot appears to be accurate.
Can we pinch and zoom?
27.
1 second later. But generally it's
Can
the
we
same.
embiggen?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna put both of them up.
We
side
spend
by
20
side.
hours doing hocus pocus and make this out of focus.
Look, I can do 2 minutes of work and make it out of focus. Trying to make it into focus.
In
Give me
Photoshop.
Give me 3 seconds in Photoshop. I will mess it up.
They should have asked him what version of Photoshop he was using. It's from like 2003.
Okay, I'm confused. Who is he talking to?
Holy crap, that guy's look.
I know. He needs to
Good
stop.
Lord. He's trying to undress someone with his eyes.
Please don't.
He finds one of the jurors cute.
Mhm.
I just love that he paid for his defense by selling his lizards.
Okay, now we have them side by side, right?
Do you take lizards in trade?
Can you say what they are again, please?
Sure. The one on the left is the screenshot of the video after.
He is.
We agree
He's
that
addressing
was
you with his
screenshot
eyes,
of
Jamie.
their
Ew.
video.
Keep me dressed,
And the one on the
sir.
right is a screenshot of the very end of the video that ends.
You know, like a man with reptiles.
10:19, right?
I just don't like his face in
And
general.
if you need to take a closer look, in the one on the right, we can see there's a person sort of standing behind the vehicle. You said that.
That's such a horrible name for him.
If you want to come off the witness stand and take a closer look. Sure. So in the screenshot on the right, that's the end of the video, right as it ends at 10:19 and 3 seconds at the end, right? Before the shooting.
You're so messed up.
And can you point
I'm
out
just sitting here
Bill
playing
on
with
that
Photoshop.
screenshot? So that's where Bill is standing as the video
I need
ends.
another cat.
Okay, now the screenshot on the left is the first second into after the shooting took place, right?
Yeah.
And can you point to where Riley would have been? Or is? Okay. And that's about in the same spot that you pointed out.
He looks constipated. Like he's looking to see if the toilet's empty. Your mic's off, Mo.
Oh, for the love of all that's holy.
wondering what we were doing.
We have cat lasers now that they can use as pointers. We even have little pointy sticks. Why is he like using his hand like he has the DTs from liquor to try to point something out?
Bill on the one on the right.
What is that face? Okay.
You can have a seat.
My oldest son is like, I'm going to be 11, and he's telling me all that he wants for his birthday dinner.
I'm gonna ask you some questions now about
I'm gonna murder.
cell phone extraction that you performed.
Hey, David's
Not
already
on my
got you on a list.
You have exhibit 15.
Except
now?
that David doesn't realize that our monthly membership fees are in fact Tackett retainers.
Is that lawful
Yeah.
law?
Is that how that works?
It is in fact, yeah, it's lawful law. I heard about it. Let's see, I received for value in return for value as a third party intervener for the state that is possibly Mo.
I am here representing Daryl Brooks.
God, that's such nonsense.
Oh,
Yeah, and they're gonna let him do it again because he's got 2 cases
he?
pending. As far as I know, he still has the assault case with Erica and
Yeah.
the shooting at his niece's and nephew's car while they were in it. Now, why they just can't
please
let him?
represent yourself, please.
No, I don't want him up there with Erica again. Just to, the man has had
Yeah.
enough energy. We put him in a jail cell with Joel Guy Jr., and they both have a miserable time together.
It'd be great if it was the same judge and he represents himself again with Sue Opera there.
Oh my God! If he got Borowski,
It'd be Borowski
That would
would.
be-
Natalie Wisco, I've talked with her about this. She and the defense attorney from Theodore Edgecombe were having a conversation, and they both just agreed. Borowski would have said, "No, you're not representing yourself. You have a lawyer. Shut up." And that would have been the end of it.
pretty much.
He would not have tolerated that shit.
Was then, I believe, received as exhibit 15,
It has not been altered yet. So
He
it
was
has
a
not
great
been
judge.
issued.
then marked as exhibit 15. And on there
There's
That's
so much
the
penis in
call
this
log
case.
From Bill's phone.
Yes.
And so we can see the calls that Bill's phone made
Yes.
and calls that Bill's phone received.
Yes.
We can see the duration of those phone calls.
Yes.
And at 10:13 and 36 seconds p.m., can you
These
see that
demonstrables
Bill
are
received a
perfect for
call
the jury.
from Danielle?
Yeah, I mean
Yes.
they're really,
That information's accurate.
you know,
according to
breaking
that
it
phone
down
call.
because it's kind of a lot. I mean, even with Murph's like slides of everyone who's
Now,
who.
at 10,
It's really hard to keep track of all these little details, but you
There's a
just
phone
write it
call.
out. The jury can write it then. It really helps them. It's one of the better jobs I've seen a lawyer do.
At 10, 10, and 43 seconds.
Yes.
And it helps if you can actually write.
I'm just trying to figure out how many times he thought he had enough lines, and then he's like, "Mother."
Oh, I know. Like, oh, I forgot this one.
And what number of
I have
phone
no
calls?
space.
Or then he forgets something like between 10:21 and 10:22.
2:15.
God damn it.
He was, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
That's
not
why
phone
he's
number
at
that's
like
called,
the
but
8th page of the
on-
pad. It's
in the
like,
call
He has to
log.
keep rewriting it.
I'm sorry.
and one of the interns had to do light ruler markings on it.
We received the testimony yesterday that
This
was
line is at a 5-degree angle. You're fired.
I'm really obsessive about that, so that's me.
So at 10, 10, and 43 seconds p.m.
Seriously,
Oh.
this lawyer has to be a
You don't
female
know
because
who's
there's no
phone
way
it
his
is.
handwriting is that good.
I don't know.
But if there was testimony that that was the landline where Bill and April lived, you'd have no reason to disagree with that.
Well, yeah, he had to have it planned because if it were me, you know, like you're starting on your school poster board and you have the header that you're going to use and you don't use the little line and it ends up looking like this. And then you're like, no, I totally meant it. Then you just make it bubble letters and you're like, it was a theme.
Mhm.
Miss
It was the font I
Hannigan.
was using.
Miss Hannigan, it was totally planned. Did you use light rulers? Ma'am, I'm freestyling.
You can answer if you can.
You have no reason to disagree with that.
Somebody testified that that was April's or their landline. That
Yeah.
would surmise that's the number.
So when I listed up here 10, 10, and 43 seconds
Okay, stop
p.m.,
eating your
Bill
hand,
calls
sir.
April. That
No
would
one
be
wants to
correct
see you do that.
if that's the number that was April.
I can say they called this number. I don't know who the number belongs to.
Now, in addition to the phone call log, and that's a fair and accurate copy of that phone call log,
Yes.
that was taken right from that UFED report that we saw.
Yes.
No changes have been made to that in any way?
No.
At this time, I would offer exhibit number 15 into evidence.
I assume no objection.
We would just like to be able to mark down what pages of the log it was. So,
Oh, Mo disappeared. Now I'm done. I sent you an email, Mo.
Oh.
Will be received.
3 images: full crazy, some crazy, and judge and defendant.
Okay.
He's
I'm-
been working
I'm
real
here.
hard.
In addition to
You know,
the
it,
phone call log that we saw,
we need
there's
to.
a lot of other information available on the track.
The male defense attorney is attractive.
If he had
Text
more
messages,
hair.
We saw some of those.
Okay, we're
before.
going full
Yes.
crazy. I think full
Full crazy,
crazy is
you
the
wanna see
best.
full crazy?
Location
All right.
data,
Potentially, yes.
Oh,
video,
they're all for you to use however you want.
photo,
Awesome. This is
You can
Mo
actually
Learns the
look at-
Internet.
internet activity.
Brought to you by
Potentially,
Spam.
yes.
I love Carlos. Carlos is my favorite guy. The cockroach, or is he a shrimp? I don't remember.
I don't know, but he looked like the defendant to me with his wispy hair and his jawline
Sesame Court.
and his eyes. His eyes are so big.
Oh, I know. They're bulbous. Oh my gosh.
Kermit with a gun.
David.
Okay, and bondage frog,
Bondage frog. Yes, I know. I found it.
What the hell?
just for Luna, just for you. We
I've got different tiers. Different tiers of that.
He's been sitting next to Bill for days, so he seems more attractive. He's gone from middling 11 in David's world to a 16 just by virtue of sitting
Comparison.
next to Bill.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's gone from a Wisconsin 3 to like a New Mexico 5.
I still need to do my PowerPoint, and I fully flesh out my new rating system.
Yes, we need a PowerPoint. We need an entire Rumble stream. I upload a video to Rumble. I don't know if I did it right, but I did attempt it.
Nice.
Girl.
You may.
I'm showing you what's in
Grading
exhibit
system. Oh
number
my
42
god, that's precious.
that appear to be in internet search history.
You got to make those thumbnails, Mo, for sure.
Oh, I'm definitely, those are all. So
same
I had to
distraction
stop since
report.
Dave did his thing. Look, my husband's so mad. I have a new purse.
Wait, is that one of the art things? Is that
No,
from the
it's
artist?
No,
Jody
it's a
Arias?
purse, but it's got unicorns in the zodiac
Nice.
because I need a giant
Ted Cruz?
purse. And
Oh, I love it.
my husband's like, really? And I was like, well, I was gonna open it with you weren't home, but you opened it.
Oh, well, that's
Merry
nice.
Christmas.
God.
It says extraction report Apple iPhone.
That's the same phone that we've been talking about.
For 45 minutes.
Sir, he's asked you a question. He knows the answer to it.
I mean,
Just
with this
say
log,
yes.
I don't know. There was 2
Yes.
iPhones downloaded, so I don't know which one.
He's so
Why do-
nervous.
I'm gonna kind of get the
He looks
actual
so
extraction
like
report up so we can
it's my
pull it
first
together.
day
Thank you.
here. He has
Yeah.
the me look when
It
Dave's
will
like,
take some time
you
for
just
to
go to face
implement
or
the
to
data.
the Photoshop, and I'm like,
Looks like he's like in the Rookie and he just got out of the police academy
Mhm.
and he's 40
No.
years old.
he's mad because he believes that I may have too many purses. I believe that that is not possible. And that since I buy them with my own fun money and I'm not making him get me Louis Vuitton or Michael Kors, I should be allowed to get all the purses I want.
Were they in The Sopranos?
Who?
Louis Vuitton. It sounded
I
like
don't know.
mobster names.
No, it's a real
Oh, okay.
bougie design house. I don't know, y'all. I shop at Walmart and get great value.
Love great value.
Oh, I have to tell you guys. So I take one kid with me to go grocery shopping, like when we go grocery shopping to get kind of alone time. And my son, my middle son was like, Mom, do we buy organic? And I was like, no, sweetheart, we buy generic. It's different.
These are generic.
In this economy? Are you kidding me?
Well, and then he tried to tell me that the potato chips would be great because they say gluten free. And I'm like, potato chips
Ugh.
never had gluten, so you're fine.
That's just a gimmick, guys.
It was just hilarious. He's like, do we eat organic? I was like, are you kidding me?
We eat clearance.
Yeah.
No, I only
Manager
have
specials.
Tokidoki purses. Look, y'all, the amount of unholy
Yes.
money I would spend in Japan on Sailor Moon and Tokidoki stuff, the world is not prepared. This is why I don't win the lottery, because God's like, no, ma'am, you would just use it for evil.
My friend makes Sailor Moon snow globe tumblers. I'm gonna get you one for Christmas.
Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh.
She loves anime, so she does all that stuff.
I feel like I'm out of the loop with. I don't know what.
Any
Sailor Moon is.
Naruto?
What'd you say?
Me?
Sailor Moon would be all of the ridiculous cross stitch I have behind me. Look, she's basically a teen girl who just likes to eat and is a basic spaz.
Oh, yeah.
And-
She's weird.
And I relate.
My favorite character was Sailor Uranus.
It would
I mean,
be.
really? Did you have to have that name?
Okay, to be fair, the last season, it doesn't translate well, but one of the attacks was like Star Gentle Uterus, which is hilarious. And one day when I learn how to cut and paste things, that's gonna be on my my start title, like when
Your
I have
intro?
a bunch of things. Yeah, that thing. Again, when the high school just lets me borrow a couple AV students and teach them life skills.
If you keep asking, you're
Inex-
going to get a restraining order.
I just have a few students, please. Come to my house.
Look, I'm teaching them life skills. I'm helping them, learn things, and they're also just doing all of my tech support. I really feel like this is a
I'm
win-win.
just gonna put
Ma'am, we
a
just fired 2 female teachers.
I'm going to have to sub in the AV lounge. I'll be like, okay, guys. So hypothetically, if your assignment today was to make an intro for me, how would you do that?
So when you reviewed the extraction report, you looked at it in a UFED program,
Yes.
a UFED reader.
Yes.
And because of how much information there is, sometimes it takes a while to load up on that program.
Yes.
Like to explain for the jury why it's taking so long.
Yeah, it's parsing all that data, categorizing it.
Does he have a watch and a
just takes a while to load
Fitbit
all the data
on?
the phone.
And again, it's literally a copy of everything that's on the phone.
Told you
We
he
are
was.
does.
But a large
He has 2
majority of
watches.
everything that was
Is
on
that a
the
thing?
Depending on the type of phone. And
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like his watch is a smartwatch. Why would you need a Fitbit too?
Yeah.
I'm all the confused.
Well, he's definitely
Maybe
not a public
his-
defender. Wow,
maybe
those
his-
lizards he paid for his defense really.
Oh, I am super jealous.
Okay, I'm gonna need to jump off shortly. But
Okay.
I'll stay on for a minute.
Okay. Well, thank you for all of your thumbnails, and we have figured out
That was
why.
Okay. Just need to know which table.
Oh, for
Wonder
the
how-
love of God!
You did a
It
good
is
job.
like, oh, it's a bracelet.
Okay. Well, still, I wonder how many lizards it costs to buy a smartwatch.
And you can see the screen on.
I don't know, but I'd like to see that transaction at the Apple store. Like, here's a Gila
I'm gonna
monster.
do another thumbnail for you. I have an idea. I'm gonna do another thumbnail.
Please
I'll
do.
send it. I'll send it
So
to you.
this is generally
Okay.
the screen that comes
Do you think the
up
defense is like a snakeskin belt?
Yes.
And from here is where
I
we
don't
can
know.
determine
All
that
I
it
have
was-
going in my head now is that Simpsons song where Mr. Burns is talking about all the endangered animals that he's made into clothing.
I think it's close enough.
Okay, and if you want to go. take
This
a
is what
look-
happens in my brain.
Uh,
Wait, what is that? Oh, that's
I-
the court.
yeah.
Yeah, they look, the court, they are at the same tech level as me. Hilarity ensues.
Sir, can you please close your mouth?
You gotta show.
I know.
You gotta show Jung the thumbnails.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, so Jung, not that we're anywhere near a track, if you will, but so we've decided that the judge looks like Cookie Monster, but then we were remiss if we didn't get his toupee. So David picked a specially abled cat as, but then we had to get the rest of the cast of characters. So Jose, the I think cockroach is our defendant. Kermit with the weapon is our prosecutor because she kept dead eyeing the. And I don't know who the frog in bondage is yet, but we will find out by the end of the trial.
The court reporter.
No, the lizards were stolen.
Oh,
The
yeah.
lizards were stolen.
I love how we're all like, I don't know who's going to be in bondage, but some of them must have a weird kink. I mean, have you seen the medical
Yeah,
examiner?
the lizards were stolen. We got a frog in bondage.
Yeah. The Mexican stripe or whatever it was.
How did you not get that?
Because my mind is warped and I went straight to BDSM, not the stolen lizards.
Well, you guys enjoy I have another idea. I'm going to send you probably another email here shortly, but I'm going to hop off. Thank you very much for
Okay.
having me. And if you don't, well, actually, we can't see it. But MLS
Oh,
Law
I'm
Show.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
Let me embiggen you.
Yeah.
And take that off. Daggone it.
You got to
I'm gonna-
remove the. comments.
Cage.
The comment for some reason always, see, it takes away I don't know why it does that. It does, but
That's so.
MLS Law Show. If you don't know me, check it out. It is awesome content where I actually talk about legal stuff and just make fun
Occasionally.
cartoons. Yeah, occasionally. So nice.
It's all right.
Well, you guys all have a good evening. I'll probably be in the chat and I'll send you some other stuff. But thanks.
Okay,
Thanks for
thank
having
you
me
so
on.
much.
Take care, guys.
Seeing you.
Bye.
All right, let's get back to Nya. We are awesome. We are figuring things out, learning as we go, sort of.
Oh my god, his facial expressions are so
I'm now going to
creepy.
call him
You can take a
Carlos
look at this
from.
call log, right?
Yep.
And you saw exhibit number 15. I'll hand this back to you. You testified that exhibit 15 was from Bill's phone.
No,
This poor
And that
man
appears
doesn't
to be the
know
same
what he's
information on there.
doing.
So
dude,
that
seriously, how
all
creeped
right
out would
for
you be as a
report
juror
we're reviewing is
if
all
he was
in
just staring at you like that?
Now we're gonna
He's
pull
doing
up
this,
the
like,
internet.
Aggressive head like jerk.
He looked better.
And so all the stuff that
It's
you
kind
see on
of-
the right-hand side here.
It's not a dig at Valhalla, but he kind of had, the fluffy hair and the full beard. He looked better full Valhalla. He really did. This look is like, sir, you can't be around schools, and I hope you don't have a van.
I mean, he's so pissed at his lawyers for stealing his beard.
You're right. All
It
the
took my beard.
dark blue boxes, that was all information that you could see.
Why is the
this
defense
all,
attorney
right?
explaining
So we
to
clicked
the
on
police
web
officer how to
history.
do
So the first one that got pulled up,
data
last
extraction?
visited October
Isn't that supposed to be
19th,
his job?
2020 at 1:29.
He is all excited like
Yeah,
I'm learning new
right?
stuff.
Is that the
Cop
first
is
one
like,
that's listed
it
on
took
there?
my job.
So that would be the same internet search history that you were able to download from Bill's phone.
Yes.
And we can see there's a lot of stuff
South
about,
I know.
animal classified ads.
Say that again.
So we can see a lot of the websites that were visited were related to animal classified ads.
That we know of.
Animal classified.
And so it appears somebody
Wait.
searching
The defendant
classified
looked up
ads
ads for
certain
animals?
reptiles and amphibians.
This is shocking.
Right?
Well,
That
I
Or
think
is it
he looked
the-
up.
Killer or the killie.
See, I don't know. I can't figure out if this is the decedent or Bill.
I
Because,
would think Bill would have classified animal ads. If he
well,
had
yeah, I
like
think he would be
looking
looking
up D
for.
large, I'd be more concerned.
Well, yeah, I think he. Oh, so the cop basically just said, "Look, I pressed the big button that said extraction," which would have been my job, like, ma'am, we need you to do some
Even Mo
computer
could do
stuff.
that.
Eh,
He's probably
We-
trying to find out if they were putting the animals up for sale or whatever.
Yeah, so it makes sense both ways. And if it's the kid's phone, it makes sense that he's put those things up
Oh,
on.
okay.
So, okay,
Okay,
it
Murph,
was
thank
the
you.
defendant was looking at ads to see if his animals were being sold by other people.
Well, that's what you do if.
Yeah,
average.
but apparently the cops didn't even look at that. He basically just pushed a button. And even I know you have to do more than
venomous
that.
snakes.
Yes.
And that exhibit that you have in your hand, that appears to be a fair and accurate copy of what we have up on the screen.
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, I would move for the admission of exhibit
42.
42.
Any objection?
For the record, it is 7 pages. Did you count how many pages?
And
there
then I
were?
found the pages.
What the actual crap, dude? He's like, it's my report. How many did I do? 1, 2, 78. I don't know.
And can you tell how many entries there are?
Here's Murph keeping us on the straight and narrow.
Thank
Like,
you.
we're like making fun of the cop, and
And you limited the.
We tell the
search
dick
of
jokes.
on
Murph
page
helps us keep it on
30.
track.
I know.
pretty much.
I believe that was
Oh, that
October
man doesn't have a
15th through October 19th.
van.
The bald one?
I'd have to
No,
see my
the one
report,
in the
but yeah,
picnic shirt that's got the longer hair, but the very severe weird part.
And generally, you had an opportunity.
I'll send you a wrench to your PO box,
I
MLS.
did not go through web history.
I thought I had
I just want you
wrenched
to
you.
confirm that the websites that were
Can you wrench me?
were related to
I give up.
animals and
David.
related to animals, as well as viral.
What did you do now? Oh Lord, I'm trying to keep up with.
No, he's got one. He's just a doofus.
Oh, well,
At this time,
I was
think
like,
the
I
administrative
thought I had done the thing with the thing and the other thing,
Any
but I don't.
objections?
Thank you, David, for making me feel better when I screw up next time.
So we've talked a lot about. I think
Wrench
the
it.
video
Don't
Wrench it
pick
good.
your nose. What is wrong?
were shown
What are you, a baseball player?
on direct.
Yes.
The slack jaw just.
Now,
Imagine this
Okay,
guy.
for-
Imagine this guy being interviewed by IAD.
Conversations that were on the.
He wouldn't last 30 seconds.
Right?
Yes.
Did you look at them all?
I did it.
I can't say I read through them all now.
He can't say he looked through them all. Isn't it your entire job? Like, y'all, I work here and
Look, this wasn't
basic.
Mark Jensen's cell phone. You can look through it.
Well, I mean, we saw some things, but they weren't anything weird.
Well, he looked up lizard porn. That's probably a thing that I really don't want to look it up.
Extraction report related.
But you're
text
going to look it
messages,
up
right?
later
Well,
and then have
We
to
can
burn
For
your
research.
computer
make it a little bit bigger.
for science. Or if you're a disenchanted viewer like I am, science.
Yes.
So you can see that it
Yeah.
from.
No, are we interpolating it? This courtroom, like 90% of the trial has been waiting for the
It's really
tech
hard
to
see that.
work.
Can you see it a little bit better?
Yeah.
Okay.
you remember what Borowski said about the tech in his courtroom?
It's like, it's
Archaic,
A little bit bigger.
yeah,
bad,
At the
awful,
very top,
all
so
of
out
the
of date. That's the best I can say about it.
that trial is one I want to redo because,
I'm thinking of streaming it.
oh, really? Okay, I might be your sidekick. That way
Okay.
I don't have to do the stuff. But I
Yeah, I
can
was
grip.
planning on starting it this week, but then this trial started.
Right?
Yeah, I'm looking at all
Yep.
this people
we
of
can see
Walmart
that
kind of
one
lighter
of the
cases while I
participants
do
is
the
Jeff
Delphi
Preston
Yeah.
Kinney.
big one because that's supposed to start in January.
Yes.
And if
Yeah.
you need to get
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Let's talk about it, Mo.
Not yet. We are working our way
Yeah, sometime
like
later.
through to be
me,
Almost
Bill
done.
But we know it's
we
Bill's phone
almost
and we're
stayed
looking
on
at the
target ish.
right?
Kinda.
Look, David
You like us to
has
slow down
awesome
with the feedback.
ties and Photoshop skills.
You can't
He just
tell
does.
by looking at this that
Oh,
was
he
from
does.
Bill Zelenski.
It just says iPhone on top, so.
So if you look down and it says from, in that very first message, it says, in the very first message, from, and it has a phone number, me, Bill Zelenski, owner.
Okay.
Is that what it says?
Yes.
Would that lead you to believe that this is a text from Bill's phone?
Yes.
So if we look down at that first message, it says, I'm really hoping to get the reptiles back ASAP so nobody gets hurt or critters get sick. Did I read that correctly?
Yeah.
And that was sent on October 17th at 3:08 p.m.
Yeah.
If we scroll down to the fourth message on the page,
Yes, it does, Murph.
it says, on my way now. And that was sent
Yeah,
Very
it
much.
sounds
October 19th, 2020 at
He's like, this is what
8:53, 9%
metadata is.
So
This
this
is
is from.
phone saying,
So
"I'm
what does
online."
from mean?
To be fair, he might not know.
I mean, he might not.
He's like the guy from the Young Thug trial where it's, like, I'm a photo enhancer. I've been working since 1833. He did have a cool bow tie though,
He did.
but I felt bad for him because it was like, do you understand what this is and this is? And
The
poor
first
guy,
picture
Nick.
I enhanced took 30 minutes to take.
Yeah, well, Nicholas was like, they were all joking, and all I could think was, I don't even know if I can do that in Photoshop.
I know.
I'm over here like, I resemble these remarks.
Guy's running out of paper. He has to go back up top.
Well, maybe this is for like dramatic effect.
Seriously, his handwriting is like
I just
so
wrote up
good.
here,
I'm
18
jealous.
I'm so
three and
yeah,
54
I'm
seconds
jealous.
beyond
Like, do you know how
Bill
hard it
on
is
his
to
phone.
write on a board like that?
Like, did he
Right.
plan this
He
out?
has an
Because,
accurate
like,
reflection
did he
from
do like a
based on that
mock
text
one?
message.
I'm
before
sure
the
he probably
trial?
spent like 3 hours like doing 20 different drawings just to perfect his handwriting. Every time he messed it up, he'd
Now,
God
I'm
damn
gonna
it.
put another text
throw the paper away. Try it
Okay,
again.
so who is
Hey,
Dylan from? Because I don't.
Johnny Vang acquired.
Alternate corner.
Yeah, he has
Okay.
he's another trial
He's a
streamer.
he's a really nice guy.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm trying to keep up with y'all. Between trying to keep up with my own dog on stream, my pretend trying to be an adult schedule system, and
Penciled that. Maybe he's like wearing glasses and can see like the hidden ink, so he just follows the
Yeah,
pattern.
true.
All nice.
I would have done it like 5 different times on like the computer, typed it all in, triple checked it,
Mhm.
done it once, made sure it, and then I
Buy-
would have just like slowly removed the things like in.
You buy like a giant monitor and already have it filled out, and then you just like rub a pen over it or whatever, and it just like magically transforms into this perfect font.
Thank you. Oh, he's a British dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Eccentric, but yeah, he's doing really good.
I have a thing for British accents, but so does every American girl. So
No, that's
The
what
first trial we covered was Mark Jensen, so I automatically like him. Hey, Nicholas.
Yeah, he's small right now. He's really
Oh,
nice.
I
He's
know.
just trying to.
He's small, but he's really growing.
Oh yeah, he just got monetized, so we've been
Yeah.
bugging him over there.
He's
We've been pushing your
$10.
channel over there.
Thank you.
Hey, I've got 30 hours.
That's
30
cool.
out of
That's bomb
3,000.
though. Bomb.
Hey, it's weird you don't even realize how long you've been streaming some streams or some
Again,
videos,
this
and you're
know.
like, oh,
from the Celebrate
I figured.
extraction.
sir, are we doing this man's job for
And
him?
If we look at that very
Yes, we
first
are.
message, it's from a really long number and then Bill Zelenski.
Yeah, that's where we found Lefty at.
A really long number.
Okay, and so the content is from a Facebook Messenger account.
Oh, yes,
And it
Hugo.
says, FYI, Wednesday/Thursday, I was burglarized and many reptiles were stolen. If you hear of anyone selling,
I know.
Please LMK or let me know.
I know, all over
Did I do
my
that correctly?
my forearms. I was
That
like my
sent
arm
on October
shins.
19th
I knew
at
there was another word for
1:16
it, but
PM.
couldn't peg it.
And if we go to the second page in this,
When redirect is longer than direct because he's
when you look
actually
at the
going
green
through your
message,
job
again,
for
you can see
you.
that's a message from Bill Zelensky's Facebook. And it says, I am just hoping to get the animals back before they disappear. I'm starting to track leads. I read that correctly. And that was sent on October 19th at 1:19 p.m.
Well, I'd be mad if they stole my lizard. I
I'd
mean,
be-
hell would have no fury if somebody stole Babu or Junior. I'd be on
Oh, wow.
Craigslist looking up Aussie cat for sale,
Again, that's
I'd be-
from Bill Zelensky's Facebook.
going apeshit.
Listen, if someone stole my youngest and most feral, they'd send them back, so I'd just wait laughing. It's like that Dennis the Menace movie when the robber's like, send me to prison. I don't want to be around this kid.
At my Main Street building and reptiles at my home and country. So someone who knows both places. I read that correctly.
I love him to death, but he gets
That was
sent
on
back.
October 19th at 1:23 p.m.
This is why it's safe for you to be in Sweden, Nicholas. Some jerk already taught him Thunderstruck, and he's trying to figure out how to play it on the recorder.
Oh, the recorder.
Participant Matt Schmidt.
Trash instrument.
Again, this is from that same extraction report.
Yeah.
And if we look at that first message, again, we can see it must be a Facebook message.
Yes.
From Bill.
Yes.
And it says, Wednesday night, Thursday, someone robbed us, stole handguns, dollar sign, iPhone, and stuff out of my car behind Main Street building.
Jamie.
A bunch of reptiles from
I
our
put her back in.
Sorry, I'm just hitting buttons.
You sound like me. I'm like, what the hell did I do here?
And if we go to the next page, the first green message on there, again, sent from Bill Zelenski.
Yes.
Had to be someone who knows me. So I want to try recovering the animals before they disappear for good. I read that correctly?
Yes.
And that was sent October 19th at 4:14 p.m.
Yes.
I'm going to show you another message with participant Jim Hoopschman.
Hoopschman?
Boobschman?
And again, this appears to be a Facebook message.
Yeah, Nick was like,
why is he standing up to look at it?
Scroll all the way down to page 6.
Did you get invited on the
Very last
Jeffrey
green
Dahmer
message
stuff?
on page 6.
yeah, Nick asked me said he had a
Says someone stole a bunch
string
of
he'd like
stuff
me
from
on
my
for.
car in my
Nice.
shed,
And then I
so looking
realized,
into any
wait,
possible suspects. I read that correctly.
your first thought for a string for me is Jeffrey Dahmer?
At 9:30 p.m.
I love the dog.
Well, at least it wasn't Lorena Bobbitt. I mean,
I wish I've looked for that trial. I really wanted to cover it, but all they had was just bits and pieces. No pun intended.
I'm still filling out paperwork and hunting down the third.
well, it's apropos at least.
Referring to paperwork.
Hi, guys.
That was sent on October
Hi,
16th
Wendy.
at 9:40 p.m.
Yes.
She got remarried. Somebody decided they could fix her.
Oh.
Well, she
So
was.
why
also-
can't
the
Jody
husband
work?
She draws pictures of legs, Salvador.
When we look at that second message.
Name an
in
actor who
green,
looks like the
and that's
defendant.
from
Y'all,
Bill
I have
Zelenski.
Steve
Oh.
Buscemi, but if he was like really
That's trying to
strung
find
out.
clues
I feel
to
like the
control my
defendant was
reptiles.
one of those guys who wore masks during COVID 24/7.
At 11:58 a.m.
And
He
neither
had a
was-
beard with a
Finally
mask.
took it off.
Okay,
Nick is the best.
I don't know. I can't, like I said,
Okay, I'm
Steve
gonna show you
Buscemi
another-
just with the eyes, but okay, no, I know which Steve
Matt.
Buscemi he is. He is the Steve Buscemi from Con Air that wears like a chicken on the top of his head or whatever it is. He's the weird guy that like every other inmate is afraid of. Yay! Good job, Farrell.
Oh.
Farrell, just remember us when you get famous because we don't know how to search for stuff. So we're kind of counting on you. The lawyer is the actor from The Machinist. Oh gosh. Ethan Hawke?
message between with Phyllis Zelensky.
I don't know who would.
Again, that looks like it's from the Celebrate Extraction report. And from Bill
Can and
Zelensky's
will
Facebook.
do. I will send stickers too.
And
Scratch
if you
and
look at that
sniff
first
only.
message, we got burglarized and had
I
someone steal a
know.
bunch of expensive reptiles and money and guns out of my car yesterday. I read that correctly. And then there's some discussion about hitting a
I
deer.
love that this
right?
officer's being taught his
And
job.
it says, still filling out paperwork for the 2 thefts, car and animals. I read that correctly.
Yes.
And that's October 16th at 4:10 p.m.
Yes.
I'm going to show you another with Eric Everett. And this appears to be from the same extraction report.
Yes.
Facebook message with Bill Zelensky. The very first message, FYI, someone broke into my place and stole a bunch of reptiles.
Gosh,
I read
what's
that
his name?
correctly.
Adrian Brody.
And that was sent to
Oh, he
Yeah.
does. He looks like a head shaven Adrian Brody.
You know, the sad thing is, like, so David's like, you don't know what time zone you're in. And I'm like, no, not really. I'm like Rain Man. I can tell you who acted in what. And I can't tell you if you drop a bunch of toothpicks, how many there are, nor can I help you with the stock market. But if you need to know who acted in what, doodad, I am your gal.
Yeah. I know I'm good with that stuff too. And then people ask me normal questions. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, David was like, you really don't know what. Again, Indiana abstained for like years. We were always central. And then we decided to join people and do daylight savings time for some stupid reason.
I wouldn't know either. My job makes me learn time zones because we have to call people. So I have to know, or I would not know.
Okay,
Dude.
Murph Turf is saying Scott Baio, but like if he was
Okay.
on Make-A-Wish.
Make a wish.
He just has a
October 17th
touch of
at
the
6:25
Hodgkin's
PM.
non-lymphoma
And then
cancer.
there's the next message is some sort of attachment, right? And then that was sent October 17th at 6:25 p.m.
I
Actually,
like the
6:25 and
type
23
stuff,
seconds
Farrell.
p.m.
That's why I live in Arizona,
And then
Nicholas.
the very next message
No daylight savings time.
says list of stuff stolen.
Yes,
in
it
case
does.
You hear of anyone
Haha,
trying to steal.
suckers.
read
I
that
enjoyed.
correctly.
I watched that
And
one
was
like 20
sent
times,
the
Farrell.
same
Oh, I
date
know. I told my
at
husband
6.
because he said, what exactly were you making fun of? And I was like, everybody and everything. And then those random things that I tell you when we're watching shows, people seem to like it. He's like, really? Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
like to watch shows with me because I am like Mystery Science Theater.
Oh, I love that show. We need to go and like rate our favorite episode sometime, Mo.
Yeah, you
Not
know
that
what we need to do? We need to, so when I figure out Photoshop, I just need to do cutouts of us in front of the courtroom, like we're just watching it in Mystery Science Theater.
Oh my God. Yes.
I don't know how to do that. I have all these ideas. That's what I'm telling you. I just need an AV club to donate their time.
Okay, I'm
talents,
going to
and
think about
treasure.
that. I'm going to think about that.
25,
Because the way they did it was really
4
difficult.
seconds
But
p.m.
Well,
Hmm.
I don't want you to go out and get puppets. That's just going to put you
No,
on a
no, no,
registry.
no.
Please do. Please do.
with
I'm already
Ruby
on the
Sullivan.
government's watch list. Please. No, I'll figure.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
figure
I
it out.
love it. Like, that would be so.
This again
My
appears
mom and I really don't have like the same sort of humor. She watches Hallmark and I watch the History Channel. So
Aliens.
listen, if the bad man from WW2 or Aliens didn't do it, it is not on the History Channel.
Adolf Hitler's on the moon.
Is he?
It would not. That
That sounds
isn't
like
that the
something they say.
it could possibly happen. If aliens did it, it works.
I love Alien.
I'm not familiar with that one. My
have
favorite
to-
is Space Mutiny, Werewolf. Mitchell's good.
I don't know. I don't remember even the movies, but I remember my mom and I, like, it would be a Saturday morning and she would be in a good mood and we'd be watching it and we'd just laugh and it was kind of a silly thing.
Appears to be from the same.
I just watch
extraction
it sometimes to go to bed.
And
I
from
watch
Bill
Space.
Zelensky's point,
Right now I'm watching a series of, because I'm an uber nerd, a series of TED Talks about black holes and actual astronomical stuff and like quantum entanglement theory.
Yeah, that's just really interesting.
So a 3
I
hole
know,
in there.
especially when they have. She's the quantum entanglement all of her own.
Oh, Jody. The gift that keeps
Oh.
on giving, like her herpes.
Make yourself big for a second. Oh Lord, what did we do? Me, myself, or
Right.
everyone?
No.
What
You
did David
misspelled
do?
sarcasm.
No, I couldn't find another A.
I know. I was just being an asshole.
Did he send you something?
Pun intended.
Why?
Well, yeah, that's what I haven't kept up with his sendings. Let me see if
Maybe he wants a picture of you. Do you want a picture of her, Dave?
yeah, I'm trying to figure out what you want me to do and why. And
You don't want me to be big for a second? God, David,
Ow. All of you.
that's offensive.
oh, all of
Jeez.
us. Okay. Well, now you tell me. Let me take my brands off. Don't touch your nippular area in my thing. What is wrong with you, child?
Quite a lot.
Okay, let me get the other brand off. There you go. We are all in big end.
Well, what are you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna need to test all of the. Yeah,
don't
I love
trust-
how both
I don't
Jamie
trust
and
this
I are
guy.
like.
I don't know about him.
Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna open my emails for the rest of the night.
God, Farrell.
Please do.
This is how Farrell gets the 30,000. She takes all of our funniest moments.
Me being an
we scroll
asshole.
down to the bottom of page 2.
I like it though because it's making us popular. Then your stuff's getting out there. They're like, "Who's this?"
We are
It says, thanks. It
Yeah.
really sucks
This
because I
chick.
spent so much collecting them and now someone just stole them and it must be someone who knows me. I read that correctly?
Yes.
That was October 17th.
How
at
much longer are we
9:44
teaching
a.m.
this man his job?
And if we scroll to page 3,
I'm going to say it
the
again.
second
5 to
message,
10
Just
years.
two. Do you know what two means? Do you know
if
it
you
from
see
me?
anyone trying to sell
Oh,
these
'cause, yeah,
things,
He's a
let me
lawyer. He
know.
doesn't
I
know
read that.
numbers.
Yeah.
This again would be why I couldn't be a lawyer because I would have gone in full on. Okay, we're gonna go real slow for the special people in the classroom. Like I would have. You could tell I would have been
Right.
Seriously,
irritated.
that's why I want to be a
That
lawyer,
was
is just to be the
October
biggest
17th
douche
at
I can be on
9:48
class.
a.m.
Well, we all have to have dreams.
Right.
I
Just
was
to
gonna run a
humiliate.
mini marathon. You just want to be mean to
I'm going to
people.
show you another
You
conversation.
just want to be a
with
douche
Ryan
on cross.
Ripple.
That's what he said.
Life goals.
You know,
And that, again, this appears to be from the same
don't
extraction
well,
report.
just like my fitness goal is now to be thin enough to get through a doggy door like Jody Harris.
And
Thin
if you
and
get stuck,
nimble
you'll be a
enough.
3-hole wonder. That term is just so
Oh,
amazing.
thank you. Yeah, it really,
yeah.
you wouldn't think that a sweet little Mormon guy who was doing, what is it? Oops daisies and
Well, it was God's
negotiations with
loophole.
God.
Facebook Messenger
I don't.
from Bill Zelensky.
Yes.
I need to
Scroll
find a
down to
religious
page
girl and
3,
use that
the very
excuse.
first message
Salvador,
says, FYI, Wednesday/Thursday.
we are getting you a house with Joshua from the frickin' Giggles McStabby Pants trial. We are putting you on the internet. We are making you go do social interactions as described and annotated by the chat. and we will, make your daily itineraries, and you will get into the peopling. It's like exposure therapy online. I'm sure it can't end
Say I was
badly.
burglarized and many reptiles
Yeah,
stolen.
him and me
If you
together.
hear of
What
anyone
could go
selling
wrong?
these, please let me know. I read that correctly.
Yes,
That was October 19th
Oh,
at
God.
2:02 p.m.
yes.
If we scroll to the top of page 4,
Hi, Dad, if you're still watching this. For
this
the
one
love of
says,
God.
it's definitely someone who knows me
Hi,
because
Dad.
they hit my car too
Hello.
and took handguns
This is
and
what your
money
son
from
does
another
every
location
evening.
at the same
Get in the
time. I
chat,
read that
Dad. Come
correctly.
on.
No,
This
don't
is on October
encourage him.
19th
God
at
damn it.
2:04 p.m.
Not
hoping
not
he's
on
making
my
dinner.
channel. Go on Salvador's channel until I can figure out if you're going to be a little spicy.
And I'm going to show you another conversation with a Jim Krause.
Yeah, I just want to jump to
Krause?
relevancy and cumulativeness.
We'll take a brief
Okay, Can we
recess.
stop reading
Oh,
text
Lord.
messages now? I think we're good.
Stop encouraging him.
Get in the chat, Dad.
Okay.
Why?
let's see.
Wait, why was he smiling there?
Sir,
We will go back on record outside
does
the
this with his
presence
water.
of
Who
the
does that?
jury. Mr. Hogan, what response, if any, do you have, Mr.
I think if
Salaji?
he's found not guilty, he's going to go back to his lawyers and be like, I want this, and this lizard back.
That allegedly
Mhm.
support their theory that
You didn't use my full retainer.
messages regarding hunting people down and allegedly talking about wanting to kill them. I think it's appropriate for the jury to understand the full context and see all these other messages where he's simply just trying to find information.
Have you
About
seen
these
my
animals.
lizard, good sir?
Mr. Salaji?
But Your Honor, the state would certainly agree that he sent messages.
Well, okay, you can stipulate.
Okay, how many grown men do you see sit like this?
And does
How many
this
more
prosecutor
messages
have
were you
lice?
planning
Or
on going
like
through, Mr.
talking
He
Hogan?
looks like
rude.
I know, but he looks like he's getting ready to have a pillow fight and
I
tell
believe
everyone,
possibly
who he
four
wants from
additional
next door
conversations.
on the dating game, like in the sleepover, right before you braid each other's hair.
Which boys does he find most cute in middle school?
It is always wine
We're
time.
gonna wanna have copies of
Card
this.
Cabernet?
Copies.
This is not part of one of those electronic exhibits.
These are all on Exhibit 25.
These
and
guys all
labeled
need
appropriately
a boost of
with
easy
messages
canned
with
cheese in
the
Wisconsin.
individuals I've referred to them as.
Teary, it is always wine time. You can go ahead and just put a straw in it, add some Diet Sprite. You
I
have a
guess if we're talking
spritzer.
only 4 more, we may as well go through them.
And I can quick look to see if I will need to go through those 4.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
I do like this judge.
Officer.
Just not his hair.
Yeah, it's a
It's not a
thing.
wig, it's a tarantula.
It is some unfortunate.
There's a Three Stooges
Animal.
skit that just reminds me of this so much. I'm going to have to post it later.
Okay, I don't
Where,
know if.
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna think. No, it wasn't the Three Stooges.
Oh.
It was Monty Python that Nicholas got copyrighted on.
Of course you did.
Oh no. Well, we haven't gotten anything new yet.
Triple.
Two additional ones.
His hair is going to start braiding
Thank you.
if he gets into the clean on rice.
It's a mugwai. He doesn't feed it after midnight. He doesn't get it wet. He is a good mugwai
Oh, Gizmo.
owner. I loved Gizmo.
Me, I do.
Holy shit, did our 80s movies have like scary ass things for kids? You had Dark Crystal, Black Cauldron, Labyrinth.
Dude,
Yeah.
I saw somebody
The
today
Gremlins.
bitching about Noah's Ark stories in the Bible being scary for children.
Really?
Eh. No, what's usually scary for children is realizing someone expects you to memorize all those books.
Yeah.
And you're like, but all of them? Like,
Like,
Mom, you have those stickers on the side of your Bible. Well, son, I'm old.
he is about to snatch that wig off.
How much glue does he use to get it to stay in
He
place?
should have
Right,
pre-plucked it. Like, it needs a hairline. It looks fake when you don't have the pre.
Well, and the back is kind of fluffing out a little. Like,
Yeah.
sir, you are fooling not a one of us.
And
Your
the fact
wife?
that he's very gray in the beard and the hair looks pristine, it doesn't match well.
Oh, good. It is that Simpsons episode where
Sorry.
where the Homer got the convict that always runs around. He got his wig, and the wig was evil. That's what it looks like. It looks
my
like he's on. So it's not his fault. He just got the wig from the wrong convent. Or not convent, convict.
God, I
Salvador,
know.
don't die on me. Yeah, it'll be sad. You know what? We are going to get cease and desist lawyer letters. Like, this is my real hair.
Well, that is right. If it's his real hair, I will say I'm sorry on camera.
Yes, I will apologize publicly
won't.
for.
I won't.
Well, Salvador is at least, honest.
Yes.
He's like,
A George Washington wig.
all right.
When did
So
we outgrow
the
that,
jury
by the
is
way?
coming back in because, yeah, that's.
Like they still do it, I think, in Canada. And you got to spend like $300 for the wig. Super expensive. I think it was Runkle that was talking about it.
Well, at least he tries to sit up straight when the jury comes in.
Sir, please stand up. Show respect to the jury.
Oh, Nicholas, did you not see? Let me stop
okay.
because David made so this was the first iteration, and we realized we didn't have the wig, so David decided to add a differently
I hope
abled
Nick is
cat.
laughing right now and I can hear him in my head right now.
It is like Swedish accent.
But then we had to add the prosecutor as Kermit because she bingered the entire courtroom. Our plucky cockroach Jose is our defendant because of the hair, sparse and spiked as it is. And then we didn't quite understand what the bondage frog was until David had to remind us that at the bottom of this case are stolen lizards, not bondage lizards. But that's where I went with.
Well, I don't comment on your sexual
Bondage.
preferences.
Y'all, like, we have time to have a preference in this house. I can't even do a daggone stream without someone, talking about testicles of fury. Like, just, I can't.
Please be seated.
That needs to be a channel name. Or at least like our group name.
Or stand if you want to stretch some more.
Like all the live streamers, we're the testicles of fury.
Well, he was very confident about it. He was. Well, he looked better when he was in his Valhalla mode. He had a longer beard.
Seriously. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay.
No, please be seated.
I just don't get why he smiles so much. It's so
Well,
creepy.
yeah, but his normal resting face is kind of creepy guy at Walmart you don't want to talk to or make
great.
eye contact with.
He's back to dressing the jury.
Dressing them, yes.
With like cornbread stuffing.
And this would be
Mothering them in
same
gravy.
extraction.
Wondering
report
what like
Basting.
lizards would be covering their nipples.
from Bill's Facebook.
Oh my God. That
And
Dad,
it's
get
sold
in
at
here.
the bottom of page 1. FYI, Wednesday, Thursday, I had someone break in and steal a bunch of high-end reptiles out of my shed.
Okay,
and a
don't
couple of
die, Salvador.
handguns,
I cannot
money, and a
render
phone out of
aid.
my car. Just wanted to let
No,
you
it's
know to
okay.
keep
It's just when I
everything
laugh
secure.
really hard, I
And if you
cough.
happen to hear of any reptiles
Okay,
being
I just
sold
don't
in the
want,
area,
like,
please
I
let
don't
me
know who to
Did
call.
I read that correctly?
I'm gonna be like
That
yelling
was
out
sent
into the
October
chat.
19th
We
at
think our friend has
12:55
died.
PM.
I'm still very sad.
I'm gonna show you one more
I'll just call the state of
conversation with
Arizona.
To the stand.
Andrew Ungerman. And this appears to be from the same Celebrate extraction report. And
God,
it appears
Farrell.
as these are instant messages or text messages. If we scroll down to the
Okay, so
bottom,
what's
it
going on now? I leave for a second.
says,
David
very
well,
last
comes back.
message, I just
What are
hope
you
to
doing?
recover the animals before
yeah.
they get harmed or trade hands
So-
too many times or the
This lawyer is teaching this officer how to use Celebrite because he's pulling up all of these emails and such that kind of show that he's more worried about the animals rather than hunting down someone. Those were the only text messages that they pulled off, but he's going ad nauseum because the officer didn't pull any of those up, but he's going to messages from Facebook and different places where he's asking people to be on the lookout for his animals. He's, saying, hey, I need to find them. These are dangerous animals.
Oh, I heard somebody say that I needed to get in here. So that's why I jumped in.
I yelled at. Well, yeah.
Well, I'm
Jamie.
just being a degenerate, so.
I see.
Well, as long as we're making good clips.
Did you hear us yell, "Dad"? Is that why?
That's what I
Sorry,
heard. Yeah,
excited.
because I'm listening to you guys. I'm just working on other stuff.
Sorry,
And I was like,
excited,
get in
I'll
here.
behave
So I'm like,
myself.
okay,
Read
let me
that
get in
correctly.
here.
I was sent October 17th at 11:32 a.m.
In our defense, we had to look at the judge while he was rendering a verdict on something, and all we could see was Cookie Monster with a cat on his head.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really our fault.
So a lot of the text messages that were on Bill's
Farrell.
phone are about trying to find information about the animals.
Yes.
We need Daddy to come in here and
Yeah.
all the
discipline
text
me.
messages you
He
reviewed.
is
Mom.
not.
Mom,
Mine.
Salvador,
Mom is
crazy.
2 years
Bill's
older
phone
than me.
saying,
That's it.
I'm going to kill whoever took
If
them.
it's only 2 years older than me or something like that.
Sure. In all the messages that you reviewed, it'd be fair to say
I
there's
need
no
this
messages
police officer
that
to look like
are
he's
from Bill that states
authoritative and
I am
aware
going
of
to kill
anything at this
whoever took
point.
these from me.
Imagine he tries to say, I'm going to arrest you, sir. Please put your hands behind your back.
I have no
Would
further
you do
questions
it?
at this time.
Redirect.
Just briefly.
So what was the purpose of the cross?
So basically, what the state had shown from his iPhone was, they've signed their death warrants, I'm going out to, cause death or whatever. Whereas there was a whole wealth of information that this officer download doesn't seem to have looked at or anything else. So he's going through the officer how to use Celebrite, how to get on like Facebook Messenger and do all that magical stuff. And basically
So
every
just
single
basically discredit this entire guy's testimony.
Yeah, and then he was
Yeah.
just reading more text messages in context of and making more sense, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, so
I mean, it was good.
and I mean, he does a good job of breaking down that this officer really didn't know what he was doing, that the state cherry picked what made their case look good, that there's a tons of things that are more.
Yeah, like did they bring up other text messages in the cross that that
Yeah,
emphasized like what this guy's real motive was, not to kill somebody,
yeah,
but
basically there are 4 pages full of almost the same exact message where he's sending it to all of his contacts in the, I guess, critter world. And I was like, they wouldn't be furries if they have I don't know. But so
Okay.
well, I don't know if they're scalies or something like that. I don't understand the different animal kingdoms of furriness.
Well, let me
Critter.
explain it to you. No, I'm kidding.
No, not today.
I'm
That's
kidding.
a rumble.
I have no idea. I have no idea. Well, I have a story about it, but I have no idea about the whole culture.
Rumble.
Okay.
But so it's basically 4 pages to the point where the state got upset and said, this is cumulative. This is, I don't understand the purpose for why we're having him basically agree that he sent pretty much the same text to a bunch of people. And the defense attorney argued pretty clearly that, looks, this goes to the fact that he was more involved and more worried about the animals and their safety and the public safety versus the 2 text messages you guys cherry picked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about when on direct, is that he's cherry picking these particular messages, and I was like, that, it doesn't seem quite
Yeah.
probably what he was, actually meaning.
Yeah.
Like, again, I mean, how many people have yelled out, I'm gonna kill you, sucker? You didn't mean it.
Yeah.
I do it
Well,
all the time.
Jake apparently all the time.
I do it all the time.
Jamie does a lot of bad things all the time. We're working on her.
Yeah, but you guys know me. I'm not going to hurt a fly.
Except
Unless it's a
David.
Do we?
bug.
I promise.
Unless it's David.
Just know if something happens, it wasn't me.
That's what I
Oh,
tell
yeah.
people all the time.
It was Farrell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave notes with people saying it was you.
Now,
You
what
can't cross-examine them. Ha
Now they haven't, or maybe I haven't heard it because I've been trying to pause it, but did anyone hear them bring up the sequestration question?
No.
Because
So
they
they
did all
didn't
that.
impeach him at all on that.
No.
They did all
I
that
was
fussing
wondering
about it.
that.
Well, we don't know what the judge ruled, right? They did a sidebar.
No, I think
Yeah.
he said they were allowed.
They were, free to
jury was
question.
out.
Oh, okay. I don't know
Jury's
why
gonna
you would
want-
let that go. If you have an opportunity to cross-examine the witness based
Yeah.
on the fact that he didn't sequester himself,
That'd give me
that
a
would be
hard
a
on
huge
as a
opportunity.
defense lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe they're getting to it because he's
No,
been
because
spending.
they're on direct now. Or
Oh,
redirect.
yeah.
Go back to the exhibit.
I mean, maybe they could sneak it in, but
enlarged
I doubt it.
messages.
Yeah. No, it's done.
Stop
Can you take
licking
a
your
moment and read
lips.
that?
Someone wrote their own death sentence. I just want animals back ASAP so they don't get sick or sold multiple times.
So we just asked if there were any messages that Bill wrote that said he was going to kill someone.
Yeah, I guess
Jodi
I thought
Arias
something
is
different than the ones that
almost all her boyfriends are alive.
Almost.
She does have a
I
point.
have
I mean,
one last message.
is it really that crazy that I'm into her?
As we had discussed,
Yes.
this was 2020.
She paints weird
I'm single.
legs.
Hey, you like what you like. Hey.
Listen,
Hey.
Salvador, if you really want to get a crazy chick, then have you thought of joining the Latter-day Saints? I'm just saying they have like single mingle parties every Friday. I mean, you have to give up pop and drinking
Yeah, I did tell a girl in the 8th
and
grade. I was
possibly
thinking of going
streaming with
Mormon.
us.
Oh my God.
Take a moment and
Could you see Salvador as a
Definitely
missionary
someone who knows me.
on the
I already
bicycle
reported
with
to the police because
I'd be
police
spreading
say
the
it's
church of
stolen,
Mo.
but I think it will be solved on the streets.
was it?
Be like,
In
you go
Mesa.
here? This is a lie.
Have you heard about the Church of Mo, sir? Would you like to hear about our mission?
Officer Benjuel,
Well,
you can't read Bill's mind.
there is, I'm not sure which book that's
Someone
particularly
wrote
in,
their own
but
death sentence.
and I
You're-
don't believe they have it on the website.
We're
but-
gonna have to write a book.
We saw some of the
I'll be your
messages.
disciple.
These animals were venomous.
I'm not writing a book.
And Bill
No,
was
I'll
worried,
write
might
it.
at
dictate.
least
I'm your
expressed worry in
disciple.
These messages that they
Oh,
could
for the
hurt
love.
somebody,
I don't.
even kill somebody.
We're all.
Yeah.
Nothing further.
The heads of church. don't
Nicholas,
like
this
books.
officer has been unable to answer simple questions the whole day through, although he's essentially
Did
their
any of the
tech guy.
messages that were shown?
He's been unable to
express
shut his
concern about-
mouth. which
Nicholas,
is breathe.
he is the photo enhancement interpolator from the trial that you're covering with the jaunty tie. And here I was, watching you guys make fun of him, and I'm like, I don't even think I can do that on Facebook. So, or not Facebook, but Photoshop. I was like, hey, he's doing a big. Okay, maybe. So when the defense brought up sequestration, the state had objected before that about the defense going beyond the scope of direct. Is it possible they leveraged it to get the state to back off the cross?
I don't know.
Oh, possibly.
David.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why I was reading it out to David. So,
Yeah,
'cause
no, that's possible. They could have, they could have agreed.
stipulated maybe.
Yeah, they
The
could have
Heinz
stipulated
seat?
to that, like, we're going to be done with your particular line of questioning unless you really want me to dig into this guy's watching of the trial and
Okay.
listening to the testimony before
That
this.
would make sense.
That would make sense. Yeah, it would.
Okay.
Murph gets a gold star for keeping
I
us
know.
somewhat on the track of
We
where we're
love-
supposed to be.
We
Murph
love-
is like I don't know who Harlan Williams is, so
Oh yeah, that is a good one, Dave. That's a good one.
is he a sports
that?
ball person?
No, he was an actor. He was back in the day. He was in a lot of random things.
What's his name?
Harlan Williams. Now I have to look it up on my phone. I'm not opening
Oh,
another tab.
yeah. That's a good one. Yep.
Good job, Wim.
Oh my God, yes.
Did you look it up?
Yes, of course I did.
No, that's absolutely him.
I'm not going to look up Scalies, but I'll look up, like actors that he looks like. All I remember
And
him
about
from
the
was
guns that were stolen
Superstar
and how they might kill people?
with the Mary Catherine movie.
No, nothing further.
Yeah, I can't. He was in a lot
There
of.
were several messages
I know.
related to the gun
He was
case.
like in all the things, but I
Yes.
can't remember any of the
Nothing
things.
further.
No, me either.
You may step down.
You may
What
step
was that
down.
voice?
What?
That was a weird voice.
What is he? The Wizard of
Yeah, from the
Oz?
state.
Is this like Cookie
Well,
Monster?
thank
He's
you.
just done for. I think this is where they're done for the
Our
day.
next witness.
Oh no.
Brett Rodin?
He's heading back to the evidence locker.
Oh
Finally.
yeah, down Periscope. I remember.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can pull up a picture.
I haven't
and
seen
share.
that movie in a long time.
I love down Periscope.
Yeah, it's the cop's father. They're all related.
Brett Rodens.
God.
Last name spelled R-O-D-N-Z.
And what is your profession?
Police officer, single background.
What is your
Dog
rank?
Okay,
Super.
let me see.
Detective Sergeant.
How long have you been employed in law enforcement?
Since December of 2007.
Stop
Really?
this
Midlife
screen.
crisis?
Present
Why does she sound
screen,
like she's giving a school presentation?
share. So this is Harlan Williams. I just pulled up all of the pictures.
Mhm. Yep, that's him.
For a man with no chin, he did well in Hollywood.
Yeah, good for him.
Oh, prosecutor of Curtis Reeves. I don't think any of you will get that.
I don't remember.
Nick Rekieta covered Curtis Reeves, and one of the prosecutors had no
Oh,
chin.
right.
And just the entire trial, they were mocking him relentlessly. He made a potential juror cry during voir dire
Oh,
when he was interviewing
well.
her.
well, that's always what you.
And then right after, he gets all nervous and asks the rest of the jurors, if there's anyone on the jury that he makes uncomfortable.
Mo does the internet school of LayTube.
That's still a porn site, I swear.
It better not be. And I have 6 kids. If anyone's gonna make fun of things, I'm gonna make fun of it. All right, let's see what Kojak has to say.
Investigating larger cases such as sex offenses, assisting in bigger burglaries.
I've committed a few.
I don't like this braid thing they have on their uniform.
I am gonna get some exhibit stickers.
I don't like
At
that. It looks
some
like
point,
he's
were you called in to investigate the death
questioned
of Riley
by-
Mendenhall?
Yes, I was.
cops for sexual issues.
Do you know what time on October 19th you arrived on scene?
Okay, she looks like a school guidance
I don't
counselor.
remember exactly what time I arrived on scene. I know I was
No, I call her Kathy Bates from the beginning of Misery.
Okay.
Why the beginning?
right around 10:30.
Yeah, right at the beginning.
Well, because by the end of Misery, she's smashing his foot off, and she looks like, and she's in her depressive
Okay.
part of the manic depressant, so
At
she's
least-
all like,
Yeah, but this woman's a prosecutor, so it fits.
At least we get to see her tits years later in a bathtub or
What?
Yeah, you never saw about Schmidt.
no,
What?
I
No,
guess
who wants-
I never have
Yeah,
seen
I
Kathy
think-
Bates' boobs.
Yeah,
Farrell, you better be clipping all of this.
I think so. I'm gonna
Makes
feel
sense.
like a really silly goose if I'm wrong.
For the Sal.
Well,
Sal-
Sal,
I've never
I
sought
don't-
out that image, so
I'm gonna
Wait a minute,
Google
Sal-
Kathy Bates. boobs.
Sal, we need to talk about this. You said silly goose right after you talked about Kathy Bates. I feel like you're censoring the wrong parts of your brain.
it's a fair assessment.
It is. It's a very fair assessment.
I'm
Is it like,
Googling
you
Kathy
silly Billy?
Bates
I was
boobs.
for nude pictures of Bill Clinton.
Oh, actually, I have a story about that.
No, no, that's a rumble. We're reining you in, Sal.
No,
You
it's
did
Hillary
when you
Clinton.
arrived on scene.
I didn't drive
Even
on scene.
worse.
At the police department and was instructed by my supervisor that I would be writing a warrant.
Okay, so at that point in the investigation, you were doing more paperwork, administrative type duties.
Correct.
And did your duties in this investigation also include interviewing witnesses?
That's the majority of it, yes.
Now, when you talk about a search warrant, did you execute a search warrant on William Zelenski's car?
Yes, I did.
And there's a table in front of.
Okay, so is that a
the
lawyer
state's
trying to get his
table
work done back
is
there, or is that a
that where
media
you put
guy?
most of the items that you found in Mr. Zelensky's car.
David, what
Lawyers
is
not gonna be
this
sitting
table?
in there.
What is this
Not this whole
table?
thing.
Oh my god, this is madness. Oh Lord.
Comes with a white, blue dress.
Correct.
So I want to just point out a couple.
Oh shit, the prosecutor.
First, we have an item
I
that's
hope she
been
doesn't like
marked
Clinton.
Not
as
again,
Exhibit
lady.
41. Can you identify what this is? Yeah.
I can identify
I should have been
from
asleep
photos.
30
I
minutes
did not
ago.
see the gun on scene. I did not collect the gun.
David,
From.
What?
Out of evidence, are you aware of what?
Whose
Are you in
attic
my
are you
attic?
in?
Yes,
What is it?
it's the.
Whose attic am I in? Oh,
yeah, I was playing in my attic,
And was this used in?
which I don't have one, but still.
Yes, yes.
Very
that's a nice
much.
gun. I like that gun.
It's a double barrel shotgun.
Junior,
I move for admission
Stop
to
it.
Exhibit 41.
sorry,
No, you're
Going
fine.
into my cabinets again.
Yeah, I love how the other
I'm
prosecutor's
gonna
like,
hand you
ma'am,
two
we
items and ask if you can identify
they cut off the
exhibit
handcuffs? Or they cut apart the handcuffs? Or are those two
44.
sets?
Yes.
Let's start with
David,
40.
what in all of the no planning? They are putting on evidence labels as they go.
That's very typical.
Okay.
That's extremely typical. Oh yeah.
Okay, can I use the handcuffs for BDSM after?
Well, it's
Those
weird
look
that they
like
have all
would
the evidence kind of laid out on the table before it's been admitted, because you said they haven't admitted this stuff yet, right?
No, I mean, they're admitting it right now. It just looks like a Hoarders episode threw up on the table. I have
Yeah,
never seen
that's kind of
evidence.
weird, but it's not weird to label them as you go. If I ever do get my stream, if Jamie ever picks it up, my trial,
God, Jamie.
you'll see that we label stuff as we go, and then like we label them out of order, and then we're like, oh, we're going to go ahead and label this one this way, and I mean that's typical.
Okay, that makes me feel.
Trials are very fluid things.
Kitty
So
time. Yeah. No.
If you get
Okay.
attacked, like, don't get yourself attacked. We don't need you.
Please. I already have enough
Pair of
scars.
handcuffs with keys
Yeah.
strapped to them.
I won't
Now,
pick you
when you
up.
say handcuffs, are those
Okay.
handcuffs you can go to Shopco and buy for your kids?
Shopco? What is that?
The
The hell is a
handcuffs are
Shopco?
Law enforcement.
A
grade
Shopco.
handcuffs.
Are they
Where
you
they
can get
get all
those at
their,
Harry's Army Surplus.
It's where they get all their
And
easy
44?
cheese cans.
Same thing.
And those two are more professional style handcuffs?
Yeah.
Where did you
Oh, as
get
opposed to the ones you get at Lover's Lane. I mean,
Driver's side door.
As opposed to
Those
those
are
knockoff
not
handcuffs they got on Wish.
Lover's Lane.
Pure romance handcuffs are different.
Or
They're
more
usually made
cops
of
would find
leather.
love.
I love that she's like, so those are professional, aren't they? Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
get
we
those
saw
at the
them.
bullshit. You
Shopco.
can get those
Yeah.
at any like Army Surplus or
No,
Oh, I'm
I went
sure
to
you-
electronic fries. They had handcuffs and pepper spray next to each other. It was like the worst BDSM setup I've ever seen.
Well,
yeah,
you-
I mean,
Nicholas, not in the musical theater part of town.
Yeah, you should see what Kim
they
Potter
do.
had.
They do actually.
Oh, for
They
the
make
love
like
of
weird
Cheetos.
colored handcuffs. Ladies carry the pink ones.
I ain't gonna lie, I'd definitely, if I was a cop, I'd want some pink ones.
I kind of want a pair of handcuffs now, but that's just so people look at me strange when I empty out my purse.
Right?
We got to worry
What
about
an
the
actual
rope
hell
you
is this
use.
woman doing?
Compartment. Just open the door right down.
right in the door?
Yes.
Your Honor, I move for admission of exhibits 43 and 44.
Objection.
No.
No, I'm gonna,
Ah.
there were a number of
Wife's home
nights,
now.
is
I'm gonna
that
jump
correct?
off and spend some time with her.
Your Honor, I'm gonna ask
Have
Hi.
Detective
Fun.
Sergeant Odell
Hi,
to
guys.
come
You
down
again?
here
Hi.
Bye.
so that we can identify and mark them quickly.
yeah, I really don't like this.
There
This
was a
greatly
knife that was
agitates
found
me.
On Mr. Zelenski's cap, is that
Well,
correct?
just
And can
how
you
cluttered it is.
mark
Just
Or show that and we'll mark it as exhibit 45. Now, how does that knife open?
Well,
this Luna, this is why you and I would
And
be
that was
friends.
attached to his
'Cause we'd be
cap at
like,
the time
I want
of
to see if they're
homicide.
gonna check my bag, and
I actually drove by Joe Arpaio's house like 15 years ago when I was
Oh,
hanging out
cool.
with my
Can
friend.
you
in,
identify
down the
exhibit
hills.
45
Yeah, I
as
used to
the
live
knife that was
live there
attached
and
to his
had
cap?
cops hanging out by his house all
We
day.
have another knife that was when he was arrested.
He was arrested.
The TSA found it in reality.
The sheriff's department.
well, you know, it is
Wanted to
what
get
it.
her freak on.
Was it in a
Oh,
pocket?
okay. So I
Yes.
have a sort of story along that line, but there used to be this store where you could buy
Oh,
like
my.
Amazon returns,
Okay.
and so you kind of buy like boxes, and they're mystery boxes, and you don't really know. I mean, because sometimes the label matches up, sometimes it doesn't.
Carpet doesn't match the drapes.
Well, no, more like they're just packages, and they don't let you scan it. So for $1, you'd pick out a bunch of boxes and maybe figure you got something. Well, one of the boxes were legitimately a dozen vibrating male enhancers to be worn. And I was like, so who do I
So, are you
apparently it
selling
was-
them?
No, and my husband told me it was in poor taste to send it to each and every one of my HOA board members, asking that next time they screw us, I at least have fun. He said it was inappropriate, and my lawyer friend said it might be considered sexual harassment, so I didn't send them.
I try to sell some men's beads on
I'm not.
Craigslist, but kept getting
What?
reported.
You pick up that knife and we'll mark it as Exhibit 46.
Just wrong.
I believe is this one here.
I messed up.
And
I'm
then how
sorry.
does that one open?
Same activation.
Here, I move for admission of
Dear
Exhibits
Lord,
45
they
and
have
46.
they have little, they have metal in them. I think they have like a battery.
Yes,
I
there
don't-
has been a medical issue
What
before
other knives did you find in the
Oh, for
with
the love of
a-
Cheetos.
with one of those toys and an MRI. And the person did not know there's metal in it. And suffice it to say, they survived, but there was complications.
This is why I can't work in an ER. In fact, I'm pretty
And
sure
the
that I
magnet
can't work.
just kind of
I'm pretty sure I won't be able to work anywhere after people see my streams. So please support me, like and subscribe so that I can make this
This is my
a
last
reality.
chance. I'm screwed if I fail here.
And really, y'all, all we're looking for is for me to get a personal assistant who oh my gosh. Baker, you are the adult. We have gone off the rails.
No,
Let's
you're
get this
not.
last
No.
let's get this last little bit done and we can
Please. I'm so tired, but I can't sleep.
In vehicle during the search warrant, I found this red one here was also on the front passenger seat.
We're going to mark that as Exhibit 47. So that was in the front seat. And how does that one open?
No, it's not.
Nicholas,
There's a
you're
reason I'm
supposed to
having you
you
do
need to
that
stay
now.
alive. Who's going to love
And-
Hugo like you do?
I'm
Right?
going to mark a knife as
Hugo was
Exhibit
an orphan.
48. Do you recall where this one was located?
This one is found in the glove box of the vehicle.
If I'm the voice of reason, we all need to stop. It's just how it is.
Easily opened with one hand.
Yes.
And then there's a knife I'm marking as Exhibit 49.
This one is found, I think it can report center console, but the center console, like
Yeah,
right
go ahead and
in
handle
front
it.
of
No
the
gloves
gear shift.
needed.
So not where you have to open
No, the one
I
right in
love
front of the
the-
gear shift. There's like a little compartment.
open compartment.
And this one here is just a folding knife.
Okay,
It's a folding knife.
so that one you need
Yeah,
two
put your
hands.
finger right where it closes.
Were
Good
there any
idea.
other knives found?
Safety first.
There's actually 2 vehicle search warrants that were served.
Okay.
During the second one, there was 2 other knives that were.
Yeah, it shows that he has a lot of things and he
First one,
didn't go
because of
out.
all the stuff that was in the vehicle was overlooked.
Are they here?
Yes.
They'll have to really sell it in
I
closing,
know.
but there's a lot
While
to
he's
work with.
looking, I'm moving for admission of 47, 48, and 49.
Any objection?
No.
See,
The second search warrant on the back end.
Oh, you
was
poor
located
dear.
in the,
Yeah.
in the tan duffel bag that was in.
Yeah, you have to keep one eye open.
And I'm marking that as Exhibit 50.
Phrasing.
So that one comes straight out.
Yes. And it was inside of this, which might have been the reason it was overlooked the first time, but it was.
Why is the prosecution thinking all of this is helpful?
Well, I think it was all in
And
the
there's a
car
knife
and they
that
want
I recognize.
Yeah, but he had none of it on him to confront the guy. So
Well, I think she wants to, I mean, unless the defense was really good about getting hunters and people with weapons on the thing, I mean, she can do a really good job of painting him as a nutty murderess because she's got those text
Yeah.
messages, a nutty murderess. He's got all the knives. He's got these weird lizard things. I mean,
yeah,
she can do a good job of selling that, he was out on a hunt and just being
easy
a,
to redirect.
yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, that would be what I would say. I mean, plus the fact that we know that he stole 2 handguns from Bill's car too. So
Yeah.
it's possible that they thought he had stuff. No, okay, so Wild Bill was married, but he was also dating Tiffany, and Tiffany
As
had a
you did.
son named as you do. And Tiffany had a son named Riley, and Wild Bill was an exotic, like
Dancer.
snakes
Oh no, tramp.
animal seller, and Riley and his friend Ashton decided to steal a Nile crocodile, something venomous, like a bunch of dangerous crap, um, and hide it in his mom's basement, as you do. And she was going to release the critters into the wild of Wisconsin, but thought better of it. Now,
Yeah.
this particular woman has only been convicted of 26 crimes. So, really, I mean,
She's got good judgment.
she is our reliable narrator for this. Yeah, pretty much. I'm sorry. So, the last I'm sorry. I'll do better with the whole finding out what things are going on, but honestly,
We just need to see the defense's little chart. It's all we need.
it pretty much oh, yeah, and April, the wife, was babysitting Tiffany's grandson, so side piece's grandson.
Aw.
It is the circle of freaking hillbilly love. I cannot deal it just all of the
I love it when families get along.
Mm-hmm. Love it when wives and mistresses get along.
It's just like, "Can you watch my kids? Sure. Go hang out with my husband. Have a good day."
Yeah.
Going out with my husband's girlfriend.
This knife was found strapped to a case that was in the trunk. It's called a Rossi case. It was,
Oh, okay. Tiffany's so it was the son, not the grandson that she was
Oh,
babysitting.
okay.
And speaking of
Yeah,
the
that'd be weird.
Rossi case, can
So
you
weird.
mark that and its
The son's
contents
okay.
as
His
exhibit
grandson would be
52?
weird.
And can you describe what that is?
this case was found in
Cousin
the trunk.
Daddy.
It's, when I open it up, it's a gun that you can interchange barrels to be either 22 or 20 gauge.
I'm so proud to be white.
This piece is in separate.
Salvador, what are you doing?
After watching this trial.
But they're tucked in to here. One barrel would be, again, shotgun barrel, where you would
The hell?
that way, and then it would be for 22.
So the
I'm
same gun
guessing
can be a shotgun and a
17.
22?
Yes.
I'm so good. Oh, good Lord.
Slide it in.
You guys, I don't do this often, but
Inside of those two
if you
was
would like to
also
donate to my
20
whiteboard
gauge shells.
fund, we can get our
and
own whiteboard,
22 shells that is sitting inside.
and
of
then
this
I
shell.
can
Okay, why don't you
use
put it
my
right
not
back
good
inside,
handwriting
and
to
that's
try to
all
write
we marked as exhibit
in the
Or
back.
if
like
she
Pop-
doesn't get enough, she can get a blackboard.
Salvador,
I'm
quit.
sorry. Sorry.
And when you're talking about the shells, that's all live ammunition?
Correct. all live ammunition.
I know, seriously.
You're on right.
The chalkboard
Salvador.
was fun though.
I'll
Admission
behave.
exhibits 50, 51,
Oh,
and
14.
Jesus.
Have a good evening.
Bye.
Thank
And when I
you,
did the second
Farrell.
search warrant, there was also
I
one
don't
of the knife that
generally
was located
grift,
in
but
the
we
back-
need a whiteboard for this
back of the
family
ad. It
tree.
was, like,
Go
so
for it.
full again
Good
when I went through all the papers.
She'll
and
write
stuff.
as pretty as the lawyer.
This one was
Well,
And I'm-
I'll attempt to.
That's exhibit
I'll get my
53,
daughters to
and how
write
does
for
that
me
one
because
open?
they've got good
that's
handwriting.
just a
Really?
standard-
Two hands.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Show the jury. I love it when she's shouting like stage directions.
Now, can you identify well, we already have
Now, can you
exhibit
identify my
16
cat?
marked, but it wasn't identified by you as where you found it.
This was a stun gun that was recovered at the scene. It was recovered on top of the hood of the car. I was not there to recover it myself, but
And does that also act as a flashlight?
I believe so, yes.
And is this the stun gun that
fancy.
we see in the video when we see the light flashing that Mr. Zelenski was holding?
It was one
Thank you,
placement of
Shelley.
the car that Mr. Zelensky said was on the top of the car.
Enlarge the image of your logo.
And I'd move for
Oh,
admission of exhibit
okay.
16 and 53.
Thank you, David. You guys, I thought for sure I got it because I had the checkerboard in the back, but apparently that is not transparent.
Mark, this knife is exhibit 54.
I was so proud of
There was one
myself
other
too.
knife that was in packaging that was found. It's,
You tried, it's fine.
Now, sometime later, what looks like a weapon, a gun, and I've just marked as
How much
exhibit
longer we got?
55.
Sorry.
So
Explain
it's
when
8
that was
hours.
recovered and how that works.
Officer Grant was called to
And we're
or started
at
a call that he had information.
7:26. If you want to hop out, because I'm doing it at 1.25.
At the time,
I'll try and last.
No, it had any major evidentiary value, so it was logged in under that case, not this one.
I know.
Packaged under that
I am looking for a time period
And
to
this-
fit it in.
You don't
I
have
am
to
so
load it.
excited about that. I've just
But
got
this case was
to
identified
find a
as
time where my
gun
husband has
that's
taken all of the
in
children away.
the
So I
They
can
won't run
focus.
it.
with Riley and Ashton and the Tanqueray gin bottle.
It is believed to be yes. When we got this gun, it was
Okay, what are we asking to
the
send?
magazine is a
Because
BB gun with
if you're
jams,
asking for
so it made
charts,
it look like it almost was an
and you
extended
are a
magazine on
member
it, but it was jammed inside
of
there.
David's channel and you have access to the Discord, Murph's Turf did a really good kind of branching tree of who's who in the case. Thank you. I put my email in my about me profile-y thing. Okay. So
By the
this
confusion when I
guy's
got there
car
is I
must have
was
just been
looking out, so
stuffed
I had
full of
my
all
black
the
armor.
things.
Yeah.
Bodies.
But it is a BB gun. Oh, there's the picture.
Yes. And you can see the clip, the magazine is extending
Thank you,
down there.
Murph.
It was because it was jammed.
It also has a
Oh,
wristband
okay.
around it. And in the picture, Riley's wearing a wristband. Does that appear to be the same wristband?
It does.
Thank you. I move for
All right,
admission
let
of
me-
exhibits 54 and 55.
I was wondering what I was supposed to be doing, you guys. I have
Then
a little bit of the
can you
ADHD
identify exhibit
and
56?
all of the
This is
ADHD.
a hammer that was located in between the front driver's seat and the console area. Down, if you reach down around the, in between that hard spot in the seat, that's where it was found.
So it's readily accessible to a driver.
Yes.
Now, a hammer also has legitimate uses. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'll grab those. And this is exhibit 57.
All right,
Can
I sent you
identify
the
that and where
biggest
from?
thing that
So
I
it's baseball
made.
bat
I don't
found
know
on the
if
floorboard of the back seat.
I did it right.
Crazy.
Again, this can have a legitimate purpose or not legitimate purpose. Is that correct?
He is the entire Jets and
I don't know what
Sharks.
that is. So I'm marking
They
it
all
as
come-
exhibit 58.
It's a pickaxe.
What?
You know what that is?
Garden tool. Also found on the floorboard of the back seat.
Would you consider that a pretty intimidating weapon?
Thank you, Jungmin.
I move for admission of exhibits 56, 57.
Did he use it?
No objection.
Did he meet
Hey,
Paul
I would
Pelosi?
use it. The hammer
Wow.
has a legitimate.
I'm marking this as exhibit 50.
He is probably
I'm not
like
going to
my
answer
husband.
that.
He is probably like my husband, who I make. Look, my husband is. I have a trash bag in my van because my kids are disgusting creatures. They just are. So every week I make them, get all of their junk and put it in the trash bag. Yeah, I need a pegboard too.
Pegboard?
Heck yeah.
You know where you or like the cork board you could
I
stick.
know.
With the string.
Okay. Yes, I need all of the red string. Only mine would be purple with probably glitters, because it's just how I am. I change it out like with the what you call it with the seasons.
9.
But yeah, he does have like the entire arsenal there in his car. Is that a fanny pack? All
What is
right.
exhibit 50?
He's guilty. I don't
This is a
care.
fanny pack that was found in the street behind Zelenski's
He's
vehicle.
not wearing
Thank
no.
Again, I did not recover this. I recovered at the scene.
Well, but
that was brought
I
still
recovered his
guilty.
fanny pack.
And
And it was identified as belonging to Riley.
yes,
Oh, right.
Riley
Now,
had
what-
a fanny pack?
There was paperwork inside.
What
correct. This
a
paperwork-
masculine
can you
man.
explain it.
Yes.
Was
If
one of
this
the
is
reasons
parole
I believe why
papers.
Riley was detained or brought in the rest of our law enforcement. Second page of it is City of New London Municipal Court Ordinance. It shows a fax date over 10/19 that came back and was
He kept his court
Given him before.
papers in his fanny pack.
And there was also a wallet.
yes.
Oh my
And what was in
lord.
the wallet?
Not
The
money.
wallet was
Oh,
fake, 3 fake.
Whoa,
$100
100?
bills and a torn
No.
$20 bill.
they're fake.
They're fake because
said fake.
it says for motion picture purposes only on it.
So there was no spendable real money.
Oh dear lord, Jamie, this is all the
Oh.
Walmarts.
This is the
Like-
most white trash thing I've ever seen.
You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome.
This is why I am
Thank
so
you,
proud of being white. Because we have such great
Salvador.
representatives. I'm joking.
I understand, but this is my channel and
I'm
we're not
sorry.
on Rumble.
Oh, fair.
Hey, I don't even know if they can shop at Walmart anymore. Like these people have demoted them. What is more white trash than Walmart? Does anyone know? Like
Food
swap
City?
meets?
Swap meets. I don't even know. I've never been to one. I don't know.
So they have like well, they're like a swap meet, but they're like little vendors and they call them Trader Baker. I have a PayPal. I don't have a buy me a coffee. I will have to work on my personal page.
Grifting.
What is the money for? Yeah, well, I guess okay. So Dollar General is more white trashy than I guess.
Not the
It's
one.
like yeah,
I think it's by area because my Walmart is pretty crazy and my Dollar General is like upscale.
yeah. It depends on which one's newer. Kmart. Yeah, so it's kind of I have
You guys have Kmart in Australia? I loved
So-
the Kmart back in the day.
there have been the people of Walmart, and yes, I did get this for my birthday.
Make
Yes,
yourself
Miss Mo
big.
bought it.
So you can show
Oh, yes. Thank you, Jamie.
it. No, I want to see it too.
Okay, so these are the kind of pictures that we have in the people of Walmart.
I
So
really,
it is
if anything, excited. If you're not looking at how funny this thing is she's showing you, Google people of Walmart and you will see it all.
yeah, and Amazon still sells this coloring book if you really desire.
Have you
to
colored in it
color.
yet?
So my plan is because of course I intend to learn all of the interneting. My plan is to color some, kind of take different pictures and make a trials of Walmart
Yes.
intro.
That'd be great.
I just have to. So yeah, it's a smell.
All of ours shut down out here, so I missed.
Yeah, I don't have a Kmart. They became Roll Kings. They did. Yeah, but that's my intention. Now the problem is that we have kind of put a moratorium on markers, and my one daughter has a nice set of the alcohol markers with like the nice ink, but she's hidden them and I can't find them. And she's at her dad's right now, so I don't want to call her to say, "Hey, I want to borrow your markers." So it's one of those things that I'll just wait for a little bit.
No identification of any sort.
No.
I move for admission of Exhibit 59.
Well, it's a Savage fanny pack.
Now, you
I
just
gotta
showed
get
some
going in a
shells.
moment.
Okay.
These are extra.
What?
These are separate.
Yes.
Is that when he
3
took off his shirt too?
spent shells. What kind are they?
These are 38 special. They're actually found on the second search warrant when we were going depth looking for paperwork. The ashtray actually picked up and they're located underneath the ashtray that's missed in the first warrant.
And
What in
what could
all
have
of
been
the?
from?
From
They
a
went plinking from
38
the
special.
car? What
Who
the?
said that? I'm sorry.
I am so
And those
confused.
are in an envelope marked Exhibit 60.
And this was what the
That was in the same
no,
area.
that was found just in the trunk with all the
My God.
back in through all the papers. I missed that.
What are they
somewhere in the
even?
trunk.
What are they doing?
And that's
Okay,
from
see, this is why my husband cannot get his car searched because he always has. We are supposed to be eating healthy together, except that he does not hide his wrappers. He can- Thank you. So, yeah, if he gets pulled over, we are going to find all of the Big Macs, and they're going to be like, we don't even know what's going on in here.
Do you live in your car, sir?
Yeah, he's like, are you okay? Yeah. So let me see if David worked magic. Let's see if it can. I'll show you guys because Mystery Science Theater banner brand.
Mother. Sorry.
I didn't do it.
No, I'm watching a baseball game at the same time.
Oh, I see. Not even giving your full attention to your
What?
sort
No,
of
I
job.
just checked. I just checked.
This is awesome.
I love it.
Aww.
It's so
That is
cute.
cool.
Yes, we need to do Mystery Science court theater. Good Lord.
Perfect for you.
from a 20 gauge.
20 gauge, yes.
I'm going to put that, Your Honor, in
Look at
the
you,
envelope
Dave.
as Exhibit 60 with the empty shells.
So, Wendy H., I may or may not have eaten all of my feelings since having, my leg thing. So I've been trying to do better because I know any physical therapy I do will be helped if I even just lose like 10% of something just to take, Dave doesn't want to hang out with his family. He got on Photoshop. Dave is just he's got the ninja ADHD where as Sal and I have the let's get off on track, Dave's like, no, I'm just doing a portrait while I'm doing my work for, my actual job while watching trial.
I'm so jealous.
And
wish
I'm
I could
like, I'm
focus.
just trying to breathe and not choke at the same time while drinking.
And
It's great.
He made like Sesame Street one too.
Like you have the ADHD where you do a great job with all the things that you're doing instead of a quarter of a half-assed job
On
with the
one-
9 things you're doing. Okay, Salvador, I just need to know, is St. Louis losing? Because I just need to.
No,
As long
we're
as-
playing Milwaukee.
Well, as long as St. Louis loses, I'm cool with it.
Let me see. They're not playing? I don't think they're playing today.
Well, as long as they lose, I'll be okay.
Oh wait, no, they won. Sorry.
This belt.
Eh.
Was,
Yeah.
I
my
guess
first
one of
was
my
in the
exes can be
back
happy.
seat. on Wayne. They're ready.
Well, they're not getting to the
And
playoffs,
it
so
has both
Well, there you
12
go.
gauge and 20
As
gauge.
long as
so.
his happiness is dampened, mine is
Oh, yeah.
exceedingly. Yeah. Did he have a bandolier of
And then
shots?
I'm gonna mark.
If
exhibit
anyone is a
62.
hunter in the chat, is that normal? Like a bandolier of, I guess, shotgun shells outside of Supernatural?
I don't know. Chandler Halderson gave his brother, when he was diagnosed with diabetes, like shot bullet with "Feel Better" written on it
Oh,
because that was so
Well-
sweet.
well,
Or
he
get
had.
well soon.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I was pretty sure, but the last time I saw a bandolier, it was on Blues Traveler, and it was full of harmonicas. So
This envelope, can you describe what this is?
well,
This
that makes
was a
sense. I just
magazine that was found in the center console.
I like
Ammunition
to
was in it,
think
but
of
we take it out of it to count it
bandoliers.
for a 9mm. It was found in the center
Good
console.
Lord, this man was
Where you flip up.
ready for
Now, 9mm,
all
is
the
that the type of gun that,
All
lizard
right, guys,
people
I had a lot of
invasions.
fun, but I need to go to bed.
Bye, Salvador.
Nice seeing you guys.
Nice to see you.
Bye.
13
Thank you.
if we can mark that wallet.
I don't know how you do that. You could make a shotgun backpack, I guess.
Can you identify exhibit 60?
I did not collect this. This was also on the scene.
Yes.
This is located on top of the car. and-
Okay, ma'am, I understand that you had, his car was a mess, but did you have to put the evidence out like a big pile of freaking trash?
vehicle,
I know, and they were like digging for stuff. It's weird.
front, right kind of in front.
Okay, I'm listening.
Door in the top of the hood.
And in fact, Mr. Zelenski had indicated that his wallet was there. And it's snakeskin? That's appropriate. And then.
What the hell? She showed it to him like he didn't know it. Please tell me he had it was like one of his old snakes and he made the wallet out. Like I always loved Fluffy. It was Rita the snake.
Oh my god.
63 and 64.
Oh. We'd have to plan, but that could be possible. We could possibly even do a 24-hour, but we'd have to do it on Rumble because let's be honest, the less filter we have, the more YouTube's going to block us.
There's another bag
I am
here that
in.
I'm
Let me
marking
know.
exhibit 65.
We will figure it
Can you
out.
identify that?
These were,
But we have to figure out what we're going to be watching
or loaded
or
caliber,
doing.
bullets that were found in the tan backpack in the trunk.
I had a little bit of butterscotch schnapps with Diet Dr. Pepper because I'm a weirdo. I know, it was kind of like,
Previously, I had marked.
listen, hard liquors don't have carbs. Wine has carbs.
Can
You gotta mix
are
up
those from
some
the search warrant of the vehicle?
stuff with your little skinny syrup.
And where were
That's
they
what
from?
I got the cocktail box. My husband's like, how the F much? I was like, no, it was on clearance. You don't understand. He's like, they just put clearance on something. You'll buy 800 boxes of freaking something or other. I'm like, yeah, but it was on clearance.
You have like TJ Maxx or like Home Goods.
And then.
Yeah, they have it in there sometimes.
They have like usually they have tons of them out here.
They do sometimes, but I just wanted to get it all done and be.
And exhibit 13.
Ooh, yes. I use it used to be clearly Canadian, but it's the Walmart brand, so it's clearly American.
Clearly American, yeah.
So that's what I mix mine with because I have a sweet tooth. I wish I didn't, but I
And
do.
then just the final exhibit was
I have that
miscellaneous
too. I have all the
papers. Is that
booze.
true?
I
And where
know.
were
They put
found?
clearance or 70% off. I'm going to go see if that Easter candy's still good.
This one is found in the front passenger door.
Well, that's how I started getting into all those
Car
things
to-
because
And so I'm
they have
gonna
this
mark
thing
as
on
exhibit
TikTok, like
66,
Water
which
Talk,
was
and they have
found
all
in
these
separate
sugar-free
place.
syrups and
Yeah, that's what
things.
I want to
With the
drink
rest
more
of these
water
paper
and
items
stuff. And
found.
I know I'm addicted to Diet Pop. So I'm
This note
trying to
was
do
found
better. But I'm like,
in
y'all, I
the
have to
center
figure out
console.
how to use a
So
little
I'm gonna mark as
rascal.
exhibit 67
Mhm.
and note it starts
Yeah, you'll have to
in-
look for that stuff though. I got like every flavor known to man, and I make like a giant cup of water every day. Excited loves my cup. It's like 52
where
ounce.
did you find- and then
I know
one exhibit sticker on
that it is just,
miscellaneous
And it's
papers.
my
Where were
little
these found?
Water Talk flavored waters.
yeah,
And new
I'll probably just
presentation
get
of
club soda
exhibits
because I like the carbonation
67 and
Mhm.
68.
because I'm a weirdo.
Well, and a lot of people on there use those Clearly Americans, and they put different flavors to make like weird, crazy flavors.
Ooh,
Russ,
Your Honor.
I like lime water.
Officer Rodens, you indicated that white
Wait.
gun sleeve.
I think we need to put this in Murph. We need to mark this down. This is the first officer that doesn't have a ski at the end of his name. I feel like they're changing it
was
up on
found on
us.
scene. And it was found on top of the vehicle,
Yes.
and it looks like it could fit that shotgun.
It's torn, so I never pieced it together to see if it fitted or not.
But that was on top of the car,
Yes.
and pretty much everything else
Oh,
other than
what was
maybe,
I
think, the
drinking on
wallet
Friday?
was-
In the teacup, I was drinking a well, kind of a variation on a mule. So I found they had Deep Eddy lemon vodka on sale for $5. So I did that with diet ginger ale and then some lime juice, and I was drinking Moscow mules, but my own.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sulfur
was
water.
inside the vehicle.
That sounds
Now you've
Jamie,
been
look at
sitting
this.
at the table right here, right in the courtroom during the whole trial.
Oh my God, John.
You were here when George Meeting testified.
I'm sorry.
You heard
Well,
George
it was a
testify that
fakey one,
Riley
if
had
that
told
makes any.
him Bill previously
It was their own
threatened Riley.
concoction.
Yeah, it was just a
You
vehicle
spoke
for
with George
vodka.
Meeting
Let's be
previously.
very real.
I did.
On November 11th of 2020,
I don't recall the date.
but it was shortly after this incident occurred.
Yes.
And you told George you were investigating the incident where Riley had been shot.
Yes.
You told George that you were looking to talk with people that had information.
Yes.
You asked George what he knew about Bill.
Yes.
You asked George about his relationship with Tiffany.
Yes.
You asked George about how he found out what happened to Riley.
I don't recall if I asked how I
And
You did talk about
yeah, I'll
what happened with
pass.
Riley.
Yes.
Let me see. I don't know. Who's Night Yellow?
What does he say? What did you say, John?
And you asked George if Bill ever threatened him.
I believe I did, yes.
And then near the end of that interview, you asked George if there
The
was
Tanger
anything
Tanger.
about Bill or Tiffany that he felt you should be aware of.
Yes.
At no point during that conversation did George tell you
Okay,
that
I was
Riley
asked to
had
put this up.
previously
I had
told
nothing to
George
do with it.
Bill had threatened Riley.
But since we're already off track,
What does he got? What does he got?
what's in the box?
I know what's in the box. Oh my God.
That's the thumbnail for tomorrow. Just kidding. I'll stick with the Muppet
David,
people.
get alive. What are you doing? Oh my God. Never mind. My friend's done that to me all the time too, because I was being a hater one day and she put me on a Kool-Aid man, called me Haterade. And it's still floating around work. So
He's actually getting really good
they're
things.
getting
That's
really good. Yeah.
I mean, he's getting things out of this police officer. I like that he's actually doing, defense. That's we haven't seen that in a while. Well, I guess I mean, the last two really good defenses we saw were paid for defenses, so maybe
So stupid. You're so stupid. Oh, I can't with you. You can't hang out with me anymore.
okay.
You were also
David
present
can't hang
here
out.
when
Oh.
Tara
Not you.
Dalrymple
You're
testified.
good.
I was like, well, you're stuck here
You
for
heard
now.
her testify that Bill was agitated when he was at her house earlier in the night.
Anytime, I don't trust him anymore.
My recollection was that he was calmer than she'd ever seen him before.
You heard her testify here in court.
Okay, yes.
You heard her testify that Bill was agitated when they were at her house earlier.
Yeah. that's
On
what I-
Wednesdays, we wear pink.
And
Yes.
again, you had spoke with Tara previously
Yeah.
on a
is
number
it?
of different occasions.
What isn't in Discord?
And you talked about Bill and Tiffany stopping over on the night of this incident.
Yes.
And they were talking about the animals.
Yes.
Tara never used the word agitated during that conversation or any of those conversations.
This is actually really good. They're popping a lot of the he was out on a hunt. He was
Again,
looking
you
for
remember when Tara was on the
danger.
witness stand testifying?
I mean, I'm kind of on the fence.
And you heard me ask a question about her daughter, Madison.
Okay,
Specifically
so
Madison.
if I remember right, and Murph might correct me, but Tara is the woman that the animals were in her basement.
No,
Possibly.
I think that's Danielle. I think Tara is.
Let me pull up Discord. I know we have a dude.
Yeah. I thought Tara sounded familiar, and I thought Tara was the victim's girlfriend's mom or something like that.
I'm looking back at my thing because we've got so much just ridiculous, which I love. But I'm like, what am I doing? I still have to do church lady tomorrow for the Dr. G. What to call it? Not facial recognition, behavioral specialist, body language. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't find it, but
Murph.
Tiffany is oh, I'm sorry. Mackenzie is Riley's ex-girlfriend.
Okay. And Tara is Mackenzie's mom. Yeah, so it's the girlfriend's mom.
I can't decide which one would be more hilarious or which one I would actually use, because I would use HelloFresh because I'd love to have not to figure out dinners.
Mm-hmm.
But my worst fear is that they'd have me do Raid Shadow Legend and I can barely turn on my phone and I'll be like, yeah, so play this game. I play Tetris. What do y'all? I don't know.
That was the one in the style. Sorry.
Okay, and then the door cam video is her neighbors. So Tara is Mackenzie's mom. Mackenzie is the ex-girlfriend. Okay, it's sort of whiteboard. Tara is heard screaming on the last video because the incident happened in front of her. Good
Yeah.
Lord.
This is all the crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep track. We thought that Travis was confusing. This family tree doesn't split.
Hmm.
Oh, I would shill established titles. I mean, look, guys, I would shill just about anything, but I have a fear that it's going to be like some VPN thing that I don't understand. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. Be like, look, Mr. Mo does all the YouTubey stuff, so I don't know. He says it's really good.
That'd be a good advertisement.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was in my Discord DMs. Let me put it. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay. Copy image. Let me see if I can put it up so. Learning the internet all night. Okay. No. All right. Maybe I didn't do that right. Let me go back again. Let me try this again. One more again. I've only got 973 tabs open right now. Okay. So let me share image. No, not that. Stop screen. Present. All right. Here we have it because Murph is an absolute genius. Okay, so Bill William Zelenski, he's 46. He is married technically to April. He's also dating Tiffany. Tiffany is the co-defendant. She is the mother of Riley Menente Powell. Ashton, who's 20 years old, and Mackenzie Durrell was Riley's girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. Tara was Mackenzie's mom. Rowan is Riley's half-brother and Rowan's biological dad. Y'all, good night, nurse. This is all the Kentucky in the world. I cannot. We are nearly done with this. I might start at 5. I didn't think it would.
Having a car.
I feel like they talk slow enough. You can bump it up one more.
Madison was asked by Riley.
I was
or
wondering
Ashton
that,
for a
but I didn't
ride.
wanna.
I mean,
sometimes.
yeah, everyone else feel that way? Because I don't
And
feel like
Madison-
slow talk.
And when you spoke with her, one of the times was on October 26th.
It's just the facial movements are a little startling.
You talked to her about what you had heard about Madison getting asked for a
Is
ride.
that too much for everybody?
Asked for a ride by Ashton and Riley.
Yeah, that's a little.
Asked by Ashton and Riley for a ride to go rob Bill. She told you she didn't think
Really?
Madison gave them a ride.
So that's fine.
She didn't tell you she couldn't have given them a ride because she doesn't have a car.
I don't remember that coming up, no.
She never mentioned during your conversation that Madison did not have a car.
No.
She said, I don't think Madison gave them a ride.
Correct.
Now, you're Wapaka County Police Department or Wapaka Police Department.
Correct.
And you and I have actually met before.
Yes.
When I came down to the Wapaka Police Department.
God, yeah.
And I actually viewed some of this evidence.
Correct.
And I had a tape measure with me.
Yes.
You saw me measure the shotgun.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
He's like, you have the stickers. Oh my.
Look at this.
Your Honor, may I approach? Officer, I'm handing you what's been marked as Exhibit 69, 70, and 71 that appear to depict the shotgun.
Yes.
These are photographs of the shotgun.
Yes.
And photographs of the shotgun next to a tape measure.
Yes.
And you can see in one picture the full length of the shotgun.
Yes.
And then there's a close-up, sort of from where the hammer is to the end of the
Jesus
barrel.
Christ, David, stop it. Sorry, he's posting more crap in the Discord with my face.
Of course he is.
Showing or putting on your
Do you
the
think that
demonstrative that I used.
David and Mrs. Helm Law just sit there and he's like, "Do you want to see what I'm doing on Facebook?"
You're doing now.
And can you identify in the picture how long the shotgun was?
About 37 inches.
And can you identify if laid out this tape measure next to this demonstrative, how long this demonstrative measures?
37 inches.
Oh,
So
David,
about the same exact length that
at some
the
point we
shotgun.
want to go to sleep. Ish.
Now, in two of the other pictures, there's a different measurement, correct?
I'm so stupid.
And
All
from where
right.
the hammer meets
I'm
the
going to have
barrel,
900 overlays, but most of them are just things that I put
In
up.
one picture, there's from the hammer to the end. The other one,
It just shows the end.
yes.
It shows a closer up of what the tape measure is at. Okay, so I'm gonna put where this orange tape
So proud of
And-
himself.
the end. of
He's
the
so
hammer.
proud of himself.
And can you identify how long that is?
He's like, I grade scaled it and everything.
And in the
And I'm over
picture
here
of
like,
measuring
I
the
couldn't
shotgun
do
from the end
that.
of the barrel to where the hammer would meet the barrel, how long that was.
You're ridiculous.
So about the same distance where this orange tape just starts to the end of the barrel. And the measurement, I think, starts at, in those photographs of the where the barrel hits the, or where the hammer hits the barrel.
Hmm.
Yes.
And looking at that, can you tell me where the foregrip starts in that photograph? The measurement.
I'm not like Farrell. I live pretty close to you,
It
buddy.
starts here.
Yep, the
Okay.
measurement from the hammer to where the foregrip starts.
10.5
Oh,
inches.
well,
And can you
hopefully
identify
I can get through it in the morning. Like I said, the boys are kind of slowly learning that if they give me my morning time to get through the morning session, then we can go do fun things in the afternoon.
Mhm.
If they run in acting like jackwagons, then it takes forever.
would start on this demonstrative.
Well, right where the blue and orange meet.
And, yep, and what distance or
10
measurement?
1/4 you have measured.
So about the same as where the foregrip would be in there?
Yes.
And then the foregrip extends, or the distance from the hammer to the foregrip is about how long in the photograph?
Looks like about 10. You're saying from,
From the hammer to the start of the
oh,
photograph?
I'm sorry. About 4.5, 5 inches.
Okay, and it, the measurement on this from the orange tape to the start of the blue tape,
4 inches.
about the same?
Yes.
And then from the start of the orange tape to the start of the second blue tape, about how far is that?
We're having all the geometry talk.
17 1/4.
And from the hammer to the start of the flashlight, can you see how long, far that measures? From the,
Yeah, I'm looking at both.
David,
You can see
kick
30
your
inches, 1
butt.
inches.
Now I have to open Discord too. I only have.
from
Now I'm going to have to tell my husband I need another monitor, and he's going to be mad at me.
14.
I keep getting alerts.
And from the start of this orange tape to the
I'm
start of this
putting my face.
blue tape,
Fourteen.
so this would be about where the flashlight about would be. And how long was that? The end of the blue tape.
17 1/4.
He's walking a
From the
fine line.
hammer of the shotgun to the end
I
of the
love
tape.
how he's like, I'm the adult.
17 1/4.
Yeah.
And
So
He's
then
the
we're
blue
like,
tape on here, approximately where the foregrip of the shotgun would be and where the flashlight of the shotgun would be.
Correct.
No, you start.
Now, you testified a lot of these items that have now been moved to this table were located in the vehicle.
Yes.
And a lot of them were located within either the front or back seat of the vehicle.
Oh,
There's a
shit.
lot of stuff in that vehicle.
Correct.
So much so that when you executed a search warrant the first time, you missed a couple of nights.
I missed a couple that are in the back trunk in the backpack.
But you did search in the trunk the first time.
Oh my goodness.
And so there were several knives that were within the either front or back seat.
Correct.
And I think the hammer was located between the front passenger
Sorry, I'm trying
seat
to
and center
figure out how to
console.
work the extension, and I know
The
it's probably
baseball
some
bat was on the
stupid
floor in the back
easy
seat.
thing, but
And that garden tool was on the floor in the back seat. Then obviously some of those could be used as weapons. And so if somebody were to access the vehicle, they could potentially access any one of those weapons.
yeah, so earlier in the day, the defense did a really good job of indicating what the colors meant. So yeah, the blue is where they found Riley's DNA, and it really made a good demonstrative because you could see if you were pulling it, how it would have, you know, had the trajectory it was supposed to have and everything else. You could see how it could have been two men fighting over the barrel of the gun rather than like the state was trying to say he was kneeling down and, you know, was just shot there as he do.
Now, on October 19th, you did ultimately have contact with Bill. You had
David.
contact with him actually on the very early morning of October 20th. At the time that you had contact with him, he was at the Wapaka County Jail.
Yes.
And at the time you had contact with him, no officer had told him about what had happened to Riley that you're aware of.
No.
And Bill said that he was concerned about Riley.
Yeah.
Bill asked you if Riley was okay.
He asked about it right away, yes.
And you told him you would talk about that in a little bit.
Correct.
Bill said he wanted to make sure Riley's okay.
One of the things, yes.
He was concerned about Riley's well-being.
Yes.
Now, at some point during your contact with Bill, you did inform him that
I'm
Riley had passed away.
sorry.
Yes.
And during that, you were wearing your body camera.
Yes.
And I believe at the moment you told him, you had turned the body camera off.
It had been off because the interview was over, and then when I had found out that he was going to wanted to call his wife, I didn't want that, so I turned it back on, and there's a delay.
Okay. And so I'm going to pull up that body camera for you. Okay, so this is your body camera.
Yes.
And we can see the date and time on there.
Okay, so I think this is when he learned that he what.
But you can see a date and time.
Yes.
And this would be right after you told Bill that Riley.
Yeah, this is him the night he was arrested, and I guess this is him finding out that Riley had died. No sound? Seriously, what is wrong with you people?
I know.
That was Bill's reaction to finding out Riley had passed away.
Yes.
That was the first time that you're aware of that night that he learned Riley had passed away.
Oh my God. Oh. You know,
I don't have any further questions at this time.
When
he looks like he's really crying.
Bill had a blood draw for his, he had a blood draw prior to coming to jail, is that correct?
It's so funny because I think you and I think we're like, yeah, he's really crying. Everyone else is like, faker.
I know. I thought that was legit.
Oh, okay. Wait.
First degree intentional homicide.
So now she believes him. Yeah, I think he looks like it's eating him up.
What does first degree intentional homicide mean?
Intentionally taking someone's life.
So, was there somebody else we were suspecting might have died that night?
Is she being all CUNTE about the...
Bill said all he was trying to do was help Riley
He did say that.
as he chased him in the street with a shotgun and a taser?
Oh my God.
Objection, Your Honor. Misstates the evidence.
Thank you, defense.
Now,
Kathy Bates
just
is
as
getting
far
her
as
hammer
McKenzie,
out like she's going to take off some
do
feet.
you have to own a car to give somebody a ride? Or Madison, I'm sorry.
No.
The kids all seem to have rides, even though very few of them actually own cars. Is that true?
True.
do you have any knowledge that Mackenzie owned or didn't own a car in Madison, I'm sorry, Mackenzie, that Madison owned or didn't own a car in 2020?
Okay, look, I am an unofficial like crime tuber / trial watcher, and even I can't remember these names, but it's not my job. This prosecutor, it is her job.
Mhm.
She is irritating the snot out of me.
I don't like her.
I would not have that knowledge, no.
And today you don't have that knowledge?
No.
I have no further questions.
Mr. Hogan.
Thank you, Your Honor. But again, Tara didn't tell you Madison didn't have a car.
No.
She didn't say the reason I know Madison didn't give him a ride is because she doesn't have a car.
No.
You indicated that Bill read the search warrant.
When I interviewed him, he said I read the search warrant, yes.
And Bill's not a lawyer, right?
Yeah, this is really good. He's
The
done
search
a really good
warrant doesn't
job.
have there's two parts to a search warrant, essentially, correct?
Correct.
Good
There's
night,
the actual
Wendy.
search warrant itself.
Yes, I
right?
will definitely be
And the
starting this at
affidavit
probably
attached to a
5.
search warrant.
Correct.
The affidavit is what includes the factual
Yeah.
allegations.
Correct.
And the factual allegations would include facts such as Riley had passed away.
Correct.
The actual search warrant would not include those facts.
Correct.
And when Bill was given the search warrant, he wasn't given the affidavit to go with it. He was just given the search warrant.
Yeah,
So there
he
was no
looked
facts
genuinely upset
suggesting
and
Riley had
still
passed away
upset.
on the search warrant itself.
Other than the charge, there's no facts, correct?
So at nowhere in that search warrant does it actually say
Okay.
Riley passed away.
So Riley is the son of his girlfriend who stole the reptiles and then was shot and killed, and that's why he is currently on trial.
Really? Yeah.
Correct.
I have nothing further.
Didn't Bill tell you that the search warrant said first-degree intentional homicide?
Yes.
And didn't he tell you I wouldn't homicide anybody?
Yes.
I have no further questions.
Okay.
Hogan, anything?
No.
May step down.
Okay, guys, it is just going to be the
May call your next witness.
What?
We are calling Tiffany Powell.
okay, well, we're gonna stop here, guys,
No, they
because
should be done, right?
yeah, it looks like it goes off, and then I think someone tells her like it's 800, it's like nighttime. So we will start up in the morning, I guess, with Tiffany Powell. That would be the girlfriend, co-conspirator that got 15 years for pointing a weapon at her son. Now, the interesting legal thing is if this guy gets off for self-defense, then she might try. I don't know what she might try, but yeah, we got to see Tiffany.
Oh yeah.
She keeps having to clip a bunch of stuff from us. Well, good night, guys. Thank you so much for the whiteboard donation. We are at goal, so I should be ordering that at some point tomorrow and
Yay.
get my pins. And then I just have to tell Mr. Mo that he has to put up a whiteboard. Well, it's going to be a standing one, but yeah, he's going to be like, what in the actual crap is that? What are you? Why? And I'm going to say, but because I'm pre-famous. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. I believe it starts at 10. So I will probably start my stream at 9:45. Use the slides that Murph's Turf has just been an all-star and getting those. So we will kind of go in fresh with the family tree and yes. So good night, guys. I will see you in the morning, probably about 9:45.
Bye.
Bye.